Just got it on it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, tell me for a good time.
I don't even. I was sitting there. I had to think about it.
Nachos.
No,
Nachos.
you're fine. You're fine. Nachos. Yes.
Nachos.
We say nachos.
Nachos.
Artificially boosty.
Artificial.
Cheater.
As much as I would love to boost your views as well, I'm genuinely not sure if this laptop can handle it. Like, it struggled to run YouTube, so...
Whoa.
Or a laptop. What did you do to it?
Open your phone.
This thing's literally a fucking decade old. Like, this decade,
Okay.
probably fucking 12 years old MacBook that I borrowed from my sister.
You borrowed, I'm just kidding.
Borrow? No. My sister-in-law is the only one in my family I respect, okay?
Well, that's nice. I had one of those.
My sister-in-law or
uncle?
someone you respected?
Yes.
Somebody.
And the answer is yes.
I see.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's not funny.
Yes, putting it lightly. Lots of bad news.
Not brown too. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna mute myself.
I was just praying.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know me too well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Theodmer cooked breakfast.
Freezing.
Hey, yo.
What about cake?
So not sure who'd be awake around like 10 in the morning. Theodmer sort of just
I
calls
think
out,
everyone.
breakfast time.
Okay.
Ha ha
Such a
ha.
picture.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's quite humorous.
Oh my god! Ah! Okay, sorry. Just the bump. I can't handle it.
Lavender just slinks in from outside and just sits herself down at the table. What's for breakfast?
Once everyone arrives, of course, Theodmer looks around. He says, well, today, my friends, I thought, after such a successful expedition into that weird desert place, I'd make us all a good, wonderful breakfast. And here he comes now, the chef. And from the kitchen, you see a skeleton wearing fully, ice-encompassing, armor, carrying several plates as he puts them down in front of everyone. And Theodmer says, today we're going to have something rather simple. It's one of my favorite breakfasts is eggs with toast.
At least it's not beans.
Is it?
Oh, for how well I cooked? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's not the smartest bone in the bunch.
At this, Lavender just takes out the plate and just kind of slides the food slyly into the mimic's mouth.
Mhm.
While the dogs fight over the scraps, it just starts munching down on the flour. Yes, very good. I suppose. Yeah, I can't think of any bone puns.
Korthina's just kind of standing there looking at the table. I'm gonna go make an omelet. She just kind of saunters off into the kitchen. Anybody else want an omelet?
Char raises his hand.
Korthina, that is an excellent idea. I'm gonna call this skeleton man right here Omelette.
Omelet?
Omelette.
Alright.
I'm gonna have a
Alright.
translator sitting out here at some point.
Oh, the mimics.
Or Korthina's in the kitchen making omelets.
Char is gonna go up to Omelette. How does Omelette look? Is he kind of just standing there stationary, or
So he's sort of walking around cleaning, but he's also wearing a full set of armor, and it's completely made of ice, and he's a skeleton.
Is it dripping anywhere?
No, it's not melting whatsoever.
Char's gonna try to grab the arm of Omelette? Does it come off, or does it just kind of is he just in motion?
So you grab his arm, and Omelette just sort of looks at you and waves.
Hi.
Yes, this is Omelette right here. I brought him yesterday. I suppose since you all have pets, I have my own.
I hope you didn't grave rob to get him.
No, I bought him from a nice lady that was grieving.
You bought him? Korthina looks outside the kitchen. What?
What?
Yes, for about 20 gold.
That's quite expensive. You could get one for free.
Well,
It just requires a blade.
It's just rude to take a random body without permission. If it was, an immoral body, I'd be more lenient towards it, but I felt a little impatient and wished to buy a body myself.
At least he sounds like he has morals. Korthina's shouting from the kitchen.
Morals are
More
good.
schmorals.
Right.
Oh well, Korthina and I have some interesting news about about what's been going on.
Korthina storms out and slams one of the omelets on the table. Apparently, Lady Songbird and why can't I never remember his name are getting like all buddy making deals, and I'm not happy about it. She storms back into the kitchen.
I hate that guy.
Lavender just goes, yeah, I can't remember his name either. I guess think of him as Mr. Evil. But yeah, they're getting buddy. Because honestly, what I expected with politics, it's never straight up on the surface. It always gets a little complicated. But I don't see the point. Whatever to worry about it.
Could it be they're just gambling buddies? Like me and Lady Songbird.
Oh, certainly not. They were alone in a giant house with this lone butler. If we didn't come in at an opportunity at that exact time, I thought they might have gotten a little, Well, anyway,
The butler had been handing out mints.
Are we sure they weren't simply just doing what's the nice word for this? Coitus?
That's
would've
what
been
we
fun to
thought they
walk
would
in.
have been doing. It was
Yes,
very
it's
quiet.
and nobody else was there. It was quite dramatic, but in the end, they seem to be coming up with some sort of deal. You know how it is, greater evils and all that. It seems some really hot lady from where does they call it down, Rakaman? I forget the name of the place, which is completely out of
Rishali?
character. Rishali. Some new lady's in charge, and you know how it is. Well, maybe you don't know how it is over there. She's quite powerful now. It might have something to do with the Rishali we found dead by the golems. Although I'm personally leaning towards it being a setup by Mr. Evil to try to take advantage of Songbird or vice versa.
So, who are we working for now?
Doesn't
really matter.
Korthina walks out with another omelet and slaps it down in front of Char. I don't even know anymore. And she just storms back into the kitchen.
If I may
I
put
said-
in my 2 cents, could it be possible we should investigate whatever it was that we're talking about?
I mean, we could, but they also gave us a time-sensitive job that I'm looking forward to.
What's the job?
It's essentially we either have to break into this guy's mansion or whatever and get rid of him, which sounds fun enough, but I don't know what he'll have stored in there. Or we go on an artifact to hunt a little more up north.
Up
An
north.
artifact hunt.
Do we know where up north or?
That's just what I was about to ask.
Korthina, do you remember?
In the... Oh my gosh. I know what it is. I know where it is. Let me look at the... I need to look at the map. The map. I need to see the map. The Freedom States?
Yeah, I love the Freedom States. I'm looking forward to that.
I think both of the
It's,
missions were up towards that area.
Yeah.
Freedom States, a very, very woodsy area. That could.
They're perfect.
That could.
Do you guys
Yeah,
know
yeah.
which artifact we're looking for?
No clue yet.
So we're gonna go up to the Freedom States to look for something that we don't know of.
It's one of the fiendish things that we've been sent out to find. But me and Lavender were thinking we just killed 2 birds with 1 stone, literally, and then come
Take
back
care of
with
both.
fiendish items.
I
Suppose that could work.
Just grab either speed up on our way or split into groups. I prefer speed up, but to each their own. Get the artifacts, use the artifacts to destroy the other dude before Lady Songbird can mount an attack on it herself. Gather everything we want for herself and demand answers when we get back. Or find them.
I like that idea. I would rather
Plus,
have artifacts to
If it
ourselves.
turns out Rishali is going to actually invading, well, we'll be safely out of town. And yeah, why do you get to meet some hot new ladies?
Hot new...
I am a
Oh,
fan
yeah,
of
the dude
hot
in
new
the
ladies.
kitchen.
While I am
Shit,
not a
like-
fan of hot new ladies, getting out of town sounds like a good idea. Not to offend anyone, but I don't care a lot about this Stonecall.
We've been here a little long.
Not offended at all. I'm just here because Char's old boss hired me. And adventure is fun. Stonecall. Stonecall. Who cares?
I used to live there.
Oh, yeah.
That's where my
Yeah.
parents' bakery is.
How up north are we planning on going? I might have missed that.
Right up to the Freedom States. Somewhere up there.
Ooh,
Hopefully
I
we
hope
get a better map.
I do hope we stop by
And-
Curial.
Stop where?
Curial.
Heard.
I'm trying to get to the
Is
map.
that
The
a hometown
in-
of yours?
Oh yeah, I suppose it'll be quite nice.
That is my old home, though I haven't been there in just about 2 centuries.
And I hear I thought I'm old.
AI.
See, what about you, Gloom? Is there anything you want to be done while we're out?
I was just gonna look at Creed. Like,
Can any of us
Like
do a
right there.
perception check on that? Or
Or inside if they're hiding anything.
deception? Would it be deception? I mean, I'm not saying anything.
Not
Okay.
Would it be?
It's
I
good.
thought it'd be insight.
Perception. That nonsense.
I'm
Come
sorry,
on,
that
nat
was
20. Oh no.
inside.
I got a
That was
beat of
pretty good.
15.
23. Talk.
damn. 7.
Can I use my passive insight?
Yeah, I could beat it.
23.
I beat it by 1.
Can I use my passive insight? It's a 19.
Oh,
Whoa.
What?
gee.
Jesus,
Gloom?
what is your wisdom?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what,
I
your
have a-
passive insights?
I have expertise in insight.
Okay, that
Mm.
makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Lavender
His
doesn't
eyes
notice anything.
gloom.
Do we
Oh,
discern
have we
it?
pull up brewing?
I guess definitely something happened with me and Creed, I guess. I don't know how much they would know. Like
Oh, what
everything,
is it?
maybe.
Do we have a plot, maybe? A scheme? I'd love to be part of a scheme.
A dastardly plan to foil.
Okay, look,
Hmm.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Just I know you guys have a lot going on. I just kind of want to kidnap this guy, figure out some stuff, and
Oh,
if you're
adventurous,
down to
why?
help,
Wait,
I
why do you want to kidnap? Just you don't have to go into details, but why? Why do you want to kidnap this
Don't
guy?
tell me it's just for a body.
Is he a hard guy to kidnap?
well, I couldn't really kidnap him myself, so I kind of asked for help from Creed.
Lavender gets like eyes. Gloom goes, well, why do you need him kidnapped? I understand if you need someone dead, but usually there's explanation behind it.
That's what I was saying.
He said some things, and I can't remember, what I've told you guys. But I think he had something to do with my village being burnt down.
Ooh, that's a
Down her
shame.
Fork.
Oh, well,
She
you don't
looks
have to
over
say
at
anything
Gloom.
else.
I'm
Korthina rubs her face and she's like, wait, this guy possibly knows information about your village being burnt. Can we put what we were supposed to be doing on the back burner and just go, maim this guy first?
Yeah, let's just get him out of the way.
Oh,
Like, he'll be
back
a
in my day.
little.
Back in my day,
Just
we would burn
dropping
them at the
everything we're
stake.
doing.
What?
I'm
Back in my day, we would burn them at the stake. How does that sound?
We're not
Eh,
burning
that's
him.
a little too
We
violent.
need to talk to him
No,
first.
not burning. Like we could just, tie him up and let Gloom,
Whack him.
and yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
I just need you guys to capture him for me, and I'll do the rest.
In
Say
city or out
no
of city?
more.
Do you have a preference?
Do we know where he
Or-
lives?
I need him
Did you not
alive
bring him back
for what
here?
I want to do.
Where
We can get him
is
alive.
he, Gloom? How big is he? What
Um,
do you know about him?
Isn't
need details.
your Bird tracking him right now?
Yeah, Lyra was on
We
his
look all
trail
at Char,
night.
or not Char, Creed. We look at Creed now. Like
That's
something to
racist.
do with
Wait.
Bird.
Yeah, Lyra was trailing him last night, according to what Gloom said. The guy had At least what it looked like was enchanted armor. I'm not sure if it's wise to attack him head on, which is why I'm going to propose that we don't fight him
Oh
head
no,
on.
no. We certainly should.
Oh, I apologize,
Why?
Creed. I don't usually disagree with your intellect because you're quite a smart man, but I believe you are wrong on this one.
I mean, there's 6 of us,
I-
right? And just one of him.
And even if
Don't-
we fail, that's quite ominous. I'd rather just get it over with. Deal with the dudes straight
There's
up.
actually
And
7
then
of us.
I mean-
move up north.
We have
Can you just
Lavender and me,
Lisa?
one arm, just rip them in half, dang near.
Okay, fucking everyone, just listen for a goddamn second. Creed's gonna like literally like slam his hand on the table. Just we're not doing this head on. Okay, I'm not gonna
Oh, no.
fucking risk that with all of you.
No, let me
Just
clarify.
trust
what
me
I-
on this.
Creed, how about we get him out of the city? You set up your traps, and then once they're sprung, we rush him.
Yeah,
Kill
we
him
can
quickly.
do a little
Well,
ambush.
not kill him,
maybe.
maim him.
Name?
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I want. I want to get them out of town, nice and quiet, have them on our terms. Then we can maim or
but that-
whatever you said.
Oh, but that's killing 3 birds with 1 stone now. If we find a way to get him heading up north, we can track him along the way, get ahead of him, and take care of him as we prepare for our other missions.
Oh, I like that.
Exactly, all the better.
Sounds
That's why
really
I was
smart.
quite excited we
Speaking-
were going to the Freedom States.
Speaking of the, the other mission, I just want to, check in before we 100% commit to going to the Freedom States. You guys said, I think you were saying Sethric was with Lady Songbird, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't trust either of them as far as I can throw them, which admittedly is pretty far, but still, it's one
Yeah,
of the
so do
same
we
that counts.
still want to do this mission if we're kind of like not trusting them?
Well, it just means
You
we
hit-
can keep these things for ourselves, doesn't it?
Yeah. I
We
guess
all
we
we
could-
we
responsible.
okay, hold on. We need to for sure stay in the good with at least Lady Songbird, so we're I'll say flying under the radar with the whole thing. We have to like be in, we have to be good in there, make sure they like us.
I agree.
As
We
As
should
much as
definitely
I'd
stay in the
like
good
to
graces.
take over the kingdom, we're definitely not ready for that. You never know what Lady Songbird or the other would have. Best follow her advice. Steal everything that she wants us to, and to keep what we want for ourselves. Give the rest to her. Get stronger and stronger, and all that.
Take
Playing
over
And
the
then
kingdom.
when
To get what
we
we
can even
need,
complete this trial,
so we can figure this out.
since we have to wait for that Asterian dude.
Mm-hmm.
So Lavender just kind of like empties, like just grabs a mug. Like she's been standing up this time. She was like pouring flowers into it, and now she slams it back like beer, but it's just flowers, like it's spilling out of her mouth, and just goes, and she slams it down on the table, like but very gently, just like to mime like slamming a big thing of mug, like a big mug, but without any noise, and just goes, "Well, so how about this? We find out where that dude's headed, and we find any information we can on him. We meet with Lady Songbird to get all the information about our missions up north. We'll say we're going on the one that'll take the longest and is hardest, well, or whatever. So she has to prepare for the other one while we're on it. We get the dude to head up north. We ambush him. Get what we need. Gloom could do her best to whatever she wants. Theodmer can have the rest if he's left alive. We complete the mission. We circle around and finish the second objective before Songbird can even notice it's been done, surprising her and getting on her good side at once. And you can take whatever you want out of all of that. Getting the gold to our own profit.
Sounds nice to me.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right?
Well, the biggest problem I can think off the top of my head is, well, time. As soon as we get started, it's bound to be Gloom. And do you know if that man is associated with anyone? The man you want to kidnap? The fireman.
I know his name's Valen, I think. I think it's Valen. And did he mention a name? I can't remember.
I don't know you
I
were
don't
the
think
one
he
in the
did.
room with him. You mentioned to me that he mentioned a noble.
What? Someone said it. Oh wait, let me see. All he said was nobles. He had something to do with nobles and that the nobles wanted to clear them out. My village.
Well, Gloom, I do have one question for you. Where is your village located? If you don't mind me asking. And maybe not precisely. I understand that's something most keep to themselves, but we at least should know that. The general.
I mean, it was near Stonecall, near the forest.
Ah, to the south.
That's why I knew the forest a little bit earlier.
Ah, that explains.
I
Well,
see.
perhaps I'm getting a little ahead of everyone. Perhaps this is going a bit too far, but I wouldn't be surprised if all the nobles are pig-headed fools that are constantly infighting past the 4,000 or so years since we've had actually good rulers. Well, at least that's what they say, anyway.
Well, that's
We've been good rulers.
I had a talk with Lady Songbird once alone.
Did she
and
ever? Did she know?
She lied to me about, or was withholding the truth about something with my village. I didn't want to call her out on it, in her house with no one else there.
Was there anything strange about your village? Was there any special properties? I know Grung well enough, but was there anything quite particularly outstanding about your village? Its location? I have an idea.
I don't think so.
Well,
all I know is that
yeah.
I don't know if I said this, that the people who attacked were wearing like black capes or something. Which I think
Lavender at this point is kind of like stroking her chin, like as if she has a beard. She's trying to follow like a professorial, whatever, smart air. And you guys goes, well, hello, Grung. Do you know if they built on your village grounds?
What?
Since it's been destroyed, has anyone used it for anything? Has the nobles gone ahead and built things there? Or has it been left
I don't
behind?
know. I haven't been back.
Why didn't you say so earlier? We should have gone there. We should have helped you there.
It's the Thorns Guards.
Go to-
That's right. The capes are the Thorns Guard capes, I think.
Well, I guess this all seems like a pretty big air of intrigue. I guess gives us another reason not to trust the city at all, or Lady Songbird for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest theory, my little crackpot, you might call it, is that they're all in it together on some level, whether they know it or not. Perhaps the artifacts that are destroyed are going to some greater evil, perhaps not. There could be anything at work. It'd be so interesting. And Lavender's kind of like smiling at this. Think of the danger.
I'm scared of the danger.
With Char.
You've got a devil on your back,
Rather-
dude. You
Sure,
should
you
be
got-
talking.
If I may,
Yeah.
going back, I'm not sure how Gloom feels about going back, but if it's easier for you, Gloom, I could always send Cece to go see what's going on in that area.
I'd rather you do that. Plus, I don't think we have time.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Especially if I think, I was just making sure everyone's fine since we didn't trust, but I think the artifacts are kind of a little bit more important, maybe.
Do we still have
Lavender
any
looks kind of
artifacts on
offended
us?
at that. Don't think your element plight isn't important enough. It's an adventure. Adventuring is what we do. Artifacts can wait. If you so choose.
I just want to kidnap that guy. That's what I want to do.
Oh, certainly. Let's get on with it then.
Let's-
I'm gonna.
Well,
go
speaking
ahead
of which,
and send out
Korthina, are you
CC.
comfortable with that?
With
I know
what?
you're a little more Korthina, I know you're a little more uptight with Songbird. I know you don't trust her as much anymore, but are you still down with kidnapping some random dude?
She
Paladin
looks
and
at
all that.
Gloom. She looks at Gloom and she sits there and she's just like, for a friend, yeah.
All right.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry. It just sounds funny coming from me to kidnap some random person, but
If it helps, he's part of the Thieves Guild.
Oh, certainly.
liquor.
That means we'd steal from him
Well, no, okay.
with impunity.
A murderous thief at that.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
And then I guess we're killing two birds with one stone, then, aren't we?
But I
Yes.
should say, I
Definitely,
tried to
yeah.
lure him out of the place too, and it didn't really go well for me. So I don't know how we're
That's
gonna do
exact-
that.
Well, may
That's
I sug-
exactly what I was going to suggest. So we're going to talk to Lady Songbird about our, next plans. Correct?
Hmm.
We need to secure
Yes.
some
We
horses for
shouldn't
ourselves to
mention
make
the
up the time.
kidnapping.
No, we're not going to mention the kidnapping. We're just going to mention that we intend to hire someone, and if she would be so willing as to provide funds for said hiring to give us a higher chance of success.
Oh.
Well, I suppose that. Oh,
That's
wait.
good, but
One question.
you probably
one
shouldn't
problem.
say that, Creed.
ingenious?
No, I shouldn't. Absolutely not. I'm a
Oh,
terrible
I'll do it.
liar.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
There is one problem with this plan, though. Gloom,
Hmm.
how did you attempt to lure him out?
I offered him. I mentioned Rayland. I forgot his name. Revan. No, Revan. And I tried to offer him gold, but it clearly wasn't enough. So it'll
Well,
have to be more. I think I said 1,000. So
Well, I think that's your first part. You went wrong. That's way too high.
too high.
Who on earth? Who on earth would take a job for 1,000 gold from a random? No offense, a grung.
Well, I was
Especially
a halfling when I was there.
Well, actually, that might have helped a bit, but that sounds a little too good
Do
to
you
be
think-
true, in my opinion. 1,000
No,
gold
do you
think it would be
can go a long way.
Do you think it would be worth anything to offer him a spot in our treasure hunt? Wink,
Perhaps
wink,
if you
nudge,
mentioned,
nudge.
I certainly suggest that, but well, yes, that certainly might work. How about we could even lure him back here to this hideout to knock him out and torture him on our own home turf. Or is that a little too risky?
Risky.
I can't.
By
It's hard
I
to
would
set
say
up a
it's
bear
risky.
trap in here.
Especially since, I don't know, what if Lady Songbird comes by?
Ooh,
Well-
dubious idea. Dubious idea. I agree with all the plans. What if we lure him out? Half of us, it only takes half of us to really hire someone. I can talk to him due to having a little bit of a shape appearance changing, or even show him my real cool face. And then Creed and whoever wishes to be with him could set up a trap in the forest on the way out of town.
Ah, Creed, you must teach me some traps. So I would like to accompany you.
Very well. I'm obviously taking you, Gloom. I
Mhm.
assume. All right, and I've got these. Creed will
And
again show off his,
Korthina.
cartographers. Okay.
Yes.
I'll lend you my dogs if you would be so kind to watch them. I'll use the mimic to help set traps, but the dogs are just for extra protection. You never know.
Okay.
And well, more importantly, should we lose him for some reason, you'll be able to track him on your end.
All right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, I'm not that great at tracking, so I'm just built for combat.
The biggest question I
Something-
have is, well, the second issue, besides learning them out, let's say we get it over with. We need to meet and getting the information with Lady Songbird. We'll have to cross the road when it comes to it. We'll have to decide how fast we should move to achieve our goals. Whether we'll have to split up to achieve both or focus on one at a time. We do not want to risk one being done without the other,
I think we can
especially
decide
if
that
we want
once
the
we get
information.
more info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all ready to head out?
Yes. Would it be okay if I sent Omelette with you, Creed, to set up the traps?
I suppose that's probably a smarter idea, seeing as it'd be hard to disguise that. It wouldn't make sense for him to stay in the woods with us. One important thing. I'm a little stripped for gold right now, so I'm gonna relegate this to one of you. We need a pair of sending stones. One for us that are traveling ahead, the other one stays with you guys, so we can talk back and forth while you're bringing in the individual.
Ah,
It's a common
smart.
magic item.
I
It
have
should not be that expensive.
337.
I have 242.
That's a lot of sending stones.
Did you guys not spend your money?
I went home and prayed.
If you have extra
I never-
gold to give to me,
I never
I'll gladly
pray.
take it.
Sure.
Oh,
I can
but
just do-
there is one question. Who should, among the group, who should approach the man? Shall we keep Korthina separately and same with Char? I am not so sure about how an human who burns down grungholds will feel about non-humans.
Apology. Doesn't Char have that the cloak of disguise?
I can make myself look like a human.
That completely slipped my mind. I have my own. Korthina, would you like to borrow it? I'm not sure if it would help in this situation.
I think you're a much better speaker, Korthina.
I'm not bigger than. I don't think I'm taller than Lavender. I think I'm like bulkier than she is, though.
No,
Not
I mean
too-
you can use mine. You can just wrap it around yourself.
Not to sound pompous or anything when I say this, but I'm used to speaking of status. If our whole point is to hire him, I could definitely, make it seem like I'm a noble. I definitely have the vocabulary for that, I'd like to say.
Certainly, but I wonder, you'll have to have a hard time deciding who to hire him as. We already know now that things aren't as simple as they appear. It'd be quite inconvenient to hire him by the wrong side, or pretend there's more sides when there's none at all. That is to say, just be careful, dude.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Don't worry, I'll cover my ground here.
All right, that sounds like a plan. Are you all ready to get ready for the day? Or, well, go pray, at least for you that are so inclined.
Yeah, I was going to go pray.
Okay.
I'll join you, Creed. I've been wanting a little prayer or two.
Very good.
How much time do we have in between now till our plan?
I suppose an hour. I can.
Didn't someone want to go to Lady Songbird? Try and take some money from
Yes.
her?
If you wish, I can head there, and I'll come back straight away. That way we can hire.
I think
Be ready to hire the dude.
Theodmer, or no, maybe Korthina should just tag along as like a friendly face.
Yes, I was
But
going to
don't say
suggest
anything.
that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll go. I'll go. I'll
And
go.
get
Yeah,
horses
because I
while
mean,
you're out. Very important. Get the horses.
yes.
How many?
Do not.
Well, that was kind of a pretended. Do you have the gold for it? Because I am not paying. Sorry, Creed.
No, I mean,
She
if
should.
you can ask
Horses?
Songbird.
Just they just
That
asked Songbird if we can loan some horses. She'll let us loan some horses. There's plenty.
Well, yeah, sorry for being a cheapskate. I am trying to save up for some really cool shit.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
I get it. Let's go to Lady Songbird and let her know
night.
what we're doing.
Here goes morning. Minus Gloom.
Oh, actually, never mind. I'll wait till later.
Should I go look for sending stones in the market while they're out?
Probably would not hurt. Like I said, those sending
Yeah.
stones will be of great importance.
Good. Char's gonna go to the market and see where he can find a sending stone.
Don't sign any more deals while you're out there.
Can I go
Yeah.
with them?
I should be fine.
Perhaps in...
Okay. If you say so.
After
Korthina and Lavender are headed to Songbirds. And yeah, that was last time.
Yeah.
And Char's heading to the market for sending stones. Oh no, who's getting Lyra or what's going on with that?
Imagine Leo
Theodmer did send Cece to go look at the Grung village to see if there's anything going on in that area too. But he's staying with Creed to pray.
I've got 2 in mind, but I first wanted to give a little talk with Gloom, but they can do their prayers first, because he would literally wait while they're praying to get a private word with her. I'm not sure if anyone's going first, or if you guys are waiting on me.
Oh, I guess that would be me.
First?
Huh?
Yeah, order.
Okay.
I can go
Order of operations.
The order of operations, yeah.
Yeah.
Dahmer's just
Want to do the prayers first for
Yeah.
y'all?
Mine should be pretty quick. I'm just gonna go to like the arcane arbitrage and see if they have sending stones.
yeah. We can do the arcane arbitrage, and then we can do the prayers, and then whatever's going on with Songbirds.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, which is why he is staying home.
Chars going.
I do not doubt it, but I am also broke. Wait, which one? Enchant.
What?
Donnie's dresses and suits. I should have known. Okay, so we're starting with Char, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chars going to the arcane arbitrage and enchanter emporium. He's looking for sending stones.
Weren't we in Stonecall?
Oh, wait. How long are we taking?
Yes. Well, I suppose in that case, Char, Lavender, and Korthina would be heading out together since they're going in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that definitely means that Theodmer's also going to start heading out too.
Oh no.
That's so funny. I've done that before.
Oh, was the Twitch?
Oh.
Was the Twitch all?
But
He's
in that
Of course,
case,
the
I did it
one
on the
time-
stream.
The one
But
time
in that
got
case,
the
I think
stream,
we should
didn't- Sorry.
we should probably revise the plans then. If it's, I forgot how far away it is. After the person,
Yeah,
and
I
perhaps
thought it
they
was
could
fine.
come meet near the city. We can move
Yeah.
meet near the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that work for everyone?
Yeah, I think so. We do our prayers and any last prep, and then we'd link up near the city. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
going ahead faster.
Mm-hmm.
Lavender's
There
carrying
we go.
Char a
That's
bit,
better.
just like under her arm, just to move it along faster.
All right.
We're all leaving.
Wait a
behind.
moment.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what prayers are you guys doing before you leave? Are there any specific special prayers that I need to know about?
No.
Like I said, I was going to do 2, but I also wanted to talk with Gloom. That could be before or after the prayers.
Sorry. I watered down the wrong pipe.
Man, my prayers are killing this guy. Man, he's working all right.
Dang.
We're probably talking back.
They're
We're probably
extra
talking back.
working.
Ah,
good.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and do the Creed talking to Gloom first.
So, Creed would wait for Theodmer and Char to go up to their prayers before he kind of looks over at Gloom, kind of, waves her over. So,
Go.
you sure you're still okay with all of these?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't think I'm leaving them with sensitive information.
Yeah, I don't even know how to phrase this. I'm worried about you. The more I learn about you, it's just... I don't want to see you get hurt, okay? Just...
I mean,
when
I've
this goes
kind of already
down-
been hurt, so it's...
Well, I don't... Well, that's exactly why I want to do this with grace and caution. The times that you have been hurt, it is struck a nerve in my core, and I can't keep risking that. Not anymore. So just whatever happens, please stay calm and keep your distance from this person or anything. And I know that's a horrifically stupid thing to ask of you.
It is.
But just...
Look, I know how to control myself. And if, if you or the others think I might do something that would be bad, or I guess something that wouldn't be helpful to us, just tell me.
Creed, you good? You there?
He said Discord no.
Oh.
No.
My internet!
No, been there, done
We
that.
got
Just switch to mobile, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
You can recover, Greed.
I feel this so hard right now.
Yeah, so Theodmer banned his prayers and is going straight to the market too.
But by the way, I guess
Yes, technical difficulties.
Creed's thing, Gloom's just gonna sneak away just for a short bit to the Thieves Guild.
Oh, no, please, no, fuck you, I'm back.
Give him a chance. Don't let his loss of voice just great decision.
Hi.
Gloom, I'm sorry, I just had a stroke. Who am I? Where am I?
You're here?
Okay. Sorry, I think I...
Very helpful.
Have you been drinking again? Maybe I should be worried about you.
You don't know how badly I want to again. Anyway, where was I before I stopped talking?
Okay, well, you basically said you don't want anything happening to her. You want her to take it nice and slow and easy, and not get in over her head. She
That's
responded.
what he said. Or he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. But then, she, hang on, give me a
I think I
sum.
said, just let me know. Feel free to let me know if you think something I do is, out of line. Bad.
No, it's not that you're out of line. I just... Creed's gonna kind of drum his fingers on his knee for a second. And don't tell anyone else this. I went to the fortune tellers yesterday.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, cause my life is a shit show, and there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I thought that I wanted to know, And I believe myself to be a fool now. I-
Did you see
People
something you didn't
around-
like?
Oh, I saw a lot of things. A lot of things. People around me, Gloom, are going to die. And I really don't want that to be you. Or anyone here. So
Well, first of all, I wouldn't trust anything a fortune teller tells me, especially with like whole destiny and fate stuff.
maybe not.
Plus,
but-
everyone dies at some point. Who knows? Maybe you'll die before anyone else dies.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. No, but I know everyone dies, Gloom, and I'm probably worrying over being something that's gonna happen to any of us anyway. I guess I'm just being stupid about it.
Yeah.
Okay, humor me with one more question.
Okay.
After this kidnapping, after we figured out who was behind the massacre, after we seek revenge, what then? What are you going to do then?
I'll think about that then.
Why? Why push it off for later? You need to have a end goal.
Because I don't know if I'm gonna
These-
even take revenge yet. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Who knows? Maybe I'll die before I even figure it out.
No, you're not. I'm not gonna let that happen. Gloom. Okay, if I can do anything, I'm going to get you a proper life, the one that you were robbed of with the burning of your village. I mean, who knows? I feel like you could probably make a pretty good locksmith. You think?
Not for me.
Why not? You got the nimbleness. You've got the smarts. Just
I like who I am now. I don't want to change it.
I guess that's your decision, and I do respect that. I do. I don't know. I want to give you a sense of normalcy.
I mean, I don't think anything's ever. I mean, even if I reach a normal at some point, it still won't be normal.
Guess not.
Plus, you're one to talk with all the stuff you got going on.
Well, no, that's exactly what I mean, Gloom. I'm fucked. Okay? I drink. I'm chosen by the devil or marked. I'm a tiefling. That's just a little sprinkles on top. I'm fucked, Gloom, no matter which way I turn. But you don't have to be. You don't have to be. And I just really want you to know that. That way you don't do something stupid like I would do.
Yeah.
So just think about it for a bit, okay?
I will.
Alright. Creed will stand up and probably pat Gloom on the shoulder.
And I'm guessing, are you going in the prayer place? Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little overdue with my prayers, and can't imagine the big man upstairs is going to be a fan of that. Not that he talks to me anyways, but we'll see.
Well, good luck. And Gloom will wait for you to leave, and then she's gonna sneak out.
Okay, fair enough.
Also,
then.
I don't think I have the memory orb.
Okay, who has
Maybe
it?
I do.
I thought it was.
Do I have it? I thought I gave it to someone.
Well, no one having it, then I'm gonna let Creed has it because he's paranoid. Now he's paranoid.
But just saying, just a reminder, that thing exists. And you can ask a couple of questions per day about things.
You know, I should actually add that as like a custom item. That's
Where
what I
can
need to
get
do.
Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah, you're not selling the plot device.
Who tried to do that? Hold on.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch!
Nor
No.
is the son of a bitch.
No.
As orb of knowledge.
Knowledge.
Add
Orb of big brain.
knowledge.
Before I had my Lamborghini here, I had a little Lamborghini.
I'm putting that in my component pouch. Anyway.
Are we turned into a necklace?
What? No, just. Oh. Anyway. Were Char and Theodmer doing any specific prayers, or?
Char didn't even pray. I mean, no. Dahmer didn't even pray. He just left because he wants to buy something.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, good to
It seems
go.
everyone's going off in the same direction. I figure
Right.
everyone just run into each
Yeah.
other on the way.
I just
Yeah.
I just need to know if you guys have specific prayers that you're saying. Creed doesn't really matter all that much, so you know.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. Creed's gonna be talking to the fucking air.
Ouch, man. Ow.
He's gonna try, man. He needs to try.
I think Char is praying today.
Yeah, okay. Alright, because you went off to get the sending slips, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Creed, do you want to send me the prayers that you'd be saying, or
Yes, I'll type them out to you. That is significantly easier and quicker. You're
okay? All right, so everyone's heading off to Stonecall after all this happens. Creed, since you have the stone with Elyndra, did you want to try to talk to her?
Ooh, that's a good ass question, actually. Let me ponder on that.
Okay.
Listen, we just remembered it actually exists, so.
It's only something I gave you 2 sessions ago.
Listen, we did put it in our inventories. We're
No, see, that's the wondering.
challenged.
There's a bunch of stuff that I don't think made it to our inventories, young sir.
Or
Yeah, like
how
the
much are you
Heartstone
worth?
amulet. I still need to add that into my inventory.
Oh
Mhm.
man, look, I gave you guys all the details on it. You gotta just.
I need to roll
I
up.
know. I
Hold
just
on,
need to whip it in
scroll.
there.
I'm
Some
missing
of them
things.
Thankfully, there's a search function.
There is.
Nah, I don't know how to use it. I'm too lazy.
Okay, so you're here. You say do Control F, and then you type in Heartstone, and then it pulls it up. Heartstone necklace, item properties. But
I don't know
Heartstone.
what
So
that
the Control F is your friend. It's great.
I'm
I
gonna
love
lay
it.
down.
Sorry, that was really
I'm too
funny.
lazy.
Just- you know, there's a search function, right? Nah, I don't know.
You know what, Korthina? If you don't need it, I'll take it from you.
Wait, what? I said I'm too lazy. I didn't say I didn't need it. There's a difference.
All right, so you guys all head to Stonecall. All right, it's a nice, beautiful day, and you enter into the border, into the walls of Stonecall, and you're in the proper, and it seems to be a bit quieter on the street than usual.
Great, our plan's already screwed.
Oh, great.
Something's wrong.
Who did what? I didn't do it this time.
Everything happened.
I blame Char.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Every time you say that.
Alright, hang on a second.
Shall we look at? Are there still people about?
Oh, there's still some people about wandering around, but it seems
Lavender
like things are kind of quiet in the common areas.
Lavender in her cloak is going to go up to a shopkeeper, and just quickly ask. Well, what's going on? I mean, I quite like it. It's quite enjoyable, but something seems off here. Do you know?
Which one are you going to?
Just whoever's closest.
So it
So
seems that
probably-
there was
I'm
a
sorry,
royal
you can't give them that
proclamation
up.
happening. There's
Ah. I suppose we shall
We'll
go.
gather.
We should go take a look.
I'll say I'm interested in this. Got to keep on it.
And Stonecall will probably be there anyway. We can meet her there.
Yeah, I mean, let's go see.
All right.
Okay, so you pass through the castle gates themselves, and you walk in, and there's a whole lot of people just gathered about. There's a small structure built up, and you can see that there is multiple royals standing on top of just in different chairs on this platform, and there appears to be a spokesperson. And this I don't know what the dude's called. Like what are they called? Hang on.
A town crier?
Spokes, is it for the king? Let's try a king. It's a royal advisor. So you see this royal advisor standing up, and he's saying, by the order of His Majesty King Ulrich Stonecall, with assent from the archscribes and in service to the stability of the kingdom, any citizen, noble, or scholar found conspiring with foreign agents, rebel scribes, or unlicensed factions shall be deemed guilty of sedition and subject to immediate arrest and interrogation. The use of teleportation magic, dream alteration, or memory manipulation without royal authorization is now restricted. All arcane practitioners are to report to the Scribes of Regulation for examination and registry within 12 days of this notice. The Adventurers Guild, while still recognized, is hereby prohibited from accepting quests related to sealed tombs, ancient artifacts, or restricted vaults, unless accompanied by royal appointed observers. Reports of shadow-cloaked figures, unsanctioned prophecy, or divine omens are to be brought directly to the High Court of Concordance for evaluation. Harbingers and dreamwalkers will not be harmed if they comply. A reward of 2,000 gold sovereigns is offered for verifiable information leading to unmasking of traitorous networks operating within Stonecall walls, especially those masquerading as nobles, scribes, or scholars. And then he continues on with some other things that are not as relevant. But let me go ahead and
I'm gonna need that in writing.
yeah, I'm going to share it with you. Don't worry.
Theodmer
I
just
can't
looks-
type that fast.
Theodmer looks over slowly and says, "Did I just get outlawed?"
Shh.
Do-
Korthina literally leans over. Shh. This is not good.
So if I'm a cleric, do I have to report Korthina?
So
Technically,
You know-
you should.
If you're capable
What?
of teleportation magic, dream alteration, or memory manipulation.
So no.
Oh, that involves me. But I
also,
fuck all if I'm a reporter anywhere. There must
also
be
all
serious
arcane
problems with
practitioners, so
Rishali.
technically that would be anyone that can use magic. So Lavender technically, because you got your wild magic.
Pretty much
Yeah.
anybody who uses magic.
You know
But
what? This
and
settles
its
it.
focus is on teleportation magic, dream alteration, and memory manipulation.
Well, I've got one of those.
Okay, well, shush. Because I don't know what they're gonna do to these people. Hold on, I'm
Fuck
reading
off.
this really quick.
Oh, I do have memory manipulate.
I think they just want us to report. They want people to report so they can keep track of who's doing or who has what, and they're pretty much just gonna keep an eye on you.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
an
bullshit.
issue.
We're not doing that.
That's an issue. I'm missing a little bit of flesh. You see, don't like those.
Yeah, no, they're probably not.
This is why, you know what, if we go at Lavender's going to try to draw the party away towards some more secluded area so we can actually talk.
Yeah.
And I imagine that happens. Lavender goes, well, at this rate, would you agree that if there's a war with Rishali, we side with Rishali? I'm tired of all this politics and such. Don't get me wrong, I still want to explore the tomb. It seems quite promising, and I'd love to learn about the history, but I'm less so inclined to follow anyone who broadcasts rules such as that.
Y'all want to go to the
Well,
freedom streets?
The thing is, Lady Songbird should already know about our backgrounds, so we all should be in the clear. Honestly. She should know everything we can do,
it's
right?
about
Like,
the
or for the
principle
most
of it.
part.
The issue is this is
Yeah.
royal, not nobility, Korthina. As far as I'm aware, she's merely a noble. This is a royal decree. We have to report with royalty.
Fuck that noise. There's no circumstance where I will ever report.
I'm just saying, she would already know because she assembled us as a team. Am I wrong?
Look,
No, you're
our-
certainly correct. Which means if someone finds us out or someone reports us, we must assume it's her. Or another one.
I understand that,
or
okay.
A random person.
So she would be the only one, so we shouldn't have to report. She, if long as we stay on her good side, we should be fine. We'll be excused because we're working for her.
Two things real quick. One, we should avoid going towards any of the arcane shops then, just in case we're keeping an eye on those.
Right.
Secondly, we're already on our way to Lady Songbird. We should discuss this with her, then make our choice
Yeah,
of what to do afterwards.
certainly. It seems the entire party is going then.
Yes. No sending stones for us.
At least not yet.
Hang on a second.
We'll talk to
All
Lady
of us,
Songbird about it.
Still going to taxidermies though. Nothing magical there.
Taxidermy. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
So I guess then
So-
we're all ushering ourselves to Lady Songbird then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you sit through the remainder of the proclamation by the guy, and a lot of it is just like really just stupid stuff. You know, no eating X number of fruits after a certain time period. You're not allowed to jump off the walls into the river anymore.
Revolution.
Stuff like that.
We need a revolution.
Oh, come on. We don't need to go that far.
But
We go.
eventually the crowd begins to disperse, and you make your way over to Lady Songbird's estate. And, you know, you knock on the door, the butler shows up as, adventurers, please, come in. They are expecting you.
Day.
Yes. I would
I suppose.
ask for your discretion in this regard, because you will see in a moment, but please exercise the utmost discretion with this meeting.
Theodmer's carrying a body bag, I should have mentioned.
Why do you still have that?
Shall I hold that bag for you, sir?
No, there's something living in here. I can carry it myself.
I insist on holding the bag then.
I
I
insist
guarantee you
do.
don't want to do that.
Sir,
He said
I
that
must ask for...
Alright, look. Can I at least open it once we're inside so you can come with me?
Oh my god.
What is contained within?
Omelette.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
He's gonna tap his monocle. I see you've raised some dead, and it
Yeah.
appears as though it's covered with armor. So you may have it with you as just simply tell them it is your bodyguard.
Thank you. And he unzips the body bag and lets Omelette out.
But simply taking this bag in there is not suitable for this discussion.
Alright. You can have the bag though.
Alright. And so you guys are escorted back to Lady Songbird's estate. Or no, to her study. And a knock on the door. And it says, come in. Door swings open, and inside you see 3 different women. One, of course, is Lady Songbird, whom you recognize. One of the faces you saw on the stand out in the commons. it is the Crown Princess herself,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Princess
yeah.
Elyndra Stonecall. And Lady Songbird says, adventurers, I'm glad you're here. I am happy and pleased to introduce you to Princess Stonecall. And she bows her head towards, the princess.
Korthina bows a little bit.
Char also very awkwardly bows.
Lavender doesn't know.
I would imagine Creed would go for a very formal bow, but stumble a little bit.
Theodmer salutes.
The third woman kind of looks at Lavender with a bit of a mild grimace, but Princess Elyndra appears to be very poised and put together.
At this point, Lavender removes her cloak. Just to make it a little more understandable.
Theodmer gets rid of his, takes off his mask then.
I suppose Char will take off his head too.
Korthina has nothing to take off, so she's just bowing. She's just kind of like, what a
Charles.
guard would do.
Then Lady Songbird speaks up. So no doubt that you've heard the proclamation.
Foolish thing if you ask me. Full offense, Your Highness.
And
Are we going to have to move?
Go ahead.
Are we going to have to move? This seems like an issue for a few of us here.
And the princess speaks up. I had hoped that my father's fears would not become law, but here it stands, sealed with the crown and quill of the Arc Scholars. You must know and realize that this is not the act of a kingdom in control, and this is rather the act of one that fears its own reflection. I understand your situation, and I have been updated and kept up to date by my faithful servant, Lady Songbird. Elrissa, your assistance has been invaluable. As you may
And who
know...
is this third person?
Huh?
If I may ask. And who is this third person here?
This is my handmaiden, Lady Bellia.
Traitor. Just kidding. I just have a tendency not to trust anyone. And you're a prime example, Lady Bellia.
Simply not trusting anybody is a valuable asset and commodity in some cases. Trust in and of itself is a weapon as well as a weakness. So I do not fault you for doubting. But I suppose it is time for you to understand that I am the leader of the Loyalist movement. Lady Songbird has been acting in proxy for my position and has been the intermediary, and I have not had much opportunity to leave the castle. I understand that my uncle has given you much grief and trouble, and that is something that we would like to discuss. And I understand that you were offered 2 different missions. But first things first. She kind of gestures out to Lady Bellia, who, holds out a couple of different scrolls and offers them to each one of you.
Korthina takes hers. Or takes one.
Charges.
I have taken the liberty of forging registrations for each of you. They are effectively bound by law, so do not feel the need to worry. And should you need to use any of the magics that were restricted, these should more than cover you.
I must ask, does this have anything to do with the incoming war with Rishali? that he so fear?
As of right now, we are not sure of Rishali's motivations. We know that Truth Telta is a hot-blooded individual. She is of unique lineage. And that is all that I know of her. I understand that her father was a decorated general in their military. But
Well,
who her mother might be, I do not know.
I suppose that's better than no information at all.
Yeah.
But I suppose that also we must ask, why are you revealing yourself to us? What possible benefit would you gain from showing yourself to a rowdy bunch of adventurers?
You have proven yourselves useful. You have proven yourselves trustworthy. And it seems as though a particular interaction between Lady Songbird and Sethric Valen, while understandable and necessary, has caused some doubts to be cast. And I am here to dispel those doubts. There is an impending civil war within Stonecall, and I understand that all of you are outsiders, and you have no reason to stay. But I sincerely hope that you do.
And what is in for us if we do? Other than bloodshed and wounds and a few of those scars.
Yes, I suppose that's the most pertinent question we've been asking ourselves for some time. To be quite frank, I think it's fairly obvious that all of us have our different motivations for joining your cause. It hasn't been that long, but we've all had reasons to do so, and bloodshed is bloodshed and profit is profit, and while we might prove ourselves trustworthy to you, why should you be trustworthy to us? Why should outsiders, who I should add, have gotten quite some stares and quite some looks, why should we aid you? Aside from the general profits we could achieve from it. I know this is quite callous, but it is quite the truth. Why should, for a soldier to risk their own lives, like perhaps Korthina once would, for a kingdom, that may be honorable. But we are no soldiers, and we do not belong here to your kingdom, nor does our kingdom claim us. So why? What do you offer?
I will offer whatever I need to in order to save our kingdom. This is my home. This is our home. The home of the people that I love. Despite the imperfections of our citizens, we do care for this world. I certainly do care. I'm sure my uncle might love to see it burn, as he has done so across all of Stonecall, and even within the forests.
I suppose that's the second question. If you are so against your uncle, why strike deals with him? Do you seriously intend to put your qualms aside and assume it will work itself out afterwards?
We did not strike a deal with my uncle. The deal was struck with Sethric.
There's a difference, though. Oops. Sorry. Apologies.
While
I
Sethric,
do not pay attention to this.
while Sethric is one of the heads of the Garushan's shadow, he seems to be a bit more of the self-preserving type. He's a powerful man, and he just seeks to preserve his power in whatever way he can. He is a man of many resources. So, to that end, whatever strategic alliance we may forge with him, it is necessary.
Alright, well, I suppose that is fair enough.
I simply do not wish to see my father dethroned by a bloodthirsty man such as my uncle.
Who's your uncle?
Duke Bradshaw.
Okay.
Oh, wait, out of character question. Is that the guy you were asked to attack? Or is it some other dude? I forget the name.
No, so...
the other guy
yeah,
was Devin.
it was, I think it was,
Jarvis.
Valen.
Valen? Oh.
I thought Valen was the
Valen...
that's the guy we're kidnapping.
Yes.
I think we were asking for the guy that we're gonna attack. That was something Wisterian told us to do.
Yeah.
He had something to do with Revan, I'm pretty sure. He used,
No,
like,
it was one of the
trade
two
routes.
quests.
So,
Got my notes on me. It's not fair.
I'm reading. I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
so I guess what question, like, you know, out of character questions here is what?
Who's the guy we're like? Songbird gave 2 quest options. Who's the
Oh,
guy
Lord
we're supposed to attack
Wisterian.
as one of them?
Lord Wisterian.
Oh, Wisterian. Okay,
That's
different
the
dude.
part
Yeah.
we're trying to kill, right? Or like invade his estate.
You were told to take him down. You were not necessarily told to kill. However, you decide to interpret it is up to you guys. But, you know, the explicit words were, get rid of Lord Wisterian, or take him down.
They gave us this baller ass mansion, man.
Yeah, and Lord Wisterian's the nice guy.
Oh no,
right?
sorry, Morning Song, Morning Song, not
Oh.
Yeah, I
Lord
was gonna say
Wisterian.
Wisterian
My
is a
bad.
guy.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Good,
what
bro.
Wisterian is a good guy. I'm talking. Sorry, I'm getting names mixed up now. I have so many names in my campaign.
My character
That
profile.
twist happened. I thought Wisterian was
No.
cool as hell.
Wisterian,
He's
great
killing
guy,
now.
so cool. Dude, everyone agrees. Lord Wisterian, excellent guy. Golden toilets,
I do remember
perfect.
Morningstar,
Wonderful
whatever his
guy.
face is.
We
I remember
love
typing
him.
that somewhere.
Shadow Garushian.
Uh,
They're not very great people.
Shadow not good people.
Not sending their
Yeah,
best.
I gotta reorganize my notes. This is really. I know he's in here somewhere. Mornings, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Lord Morning Song. But. All right. So going back.
Going back into the character. Forgive me, princess. I know. Well, I don't expect your forgiveness, but I know how treasonous this may sound. But I've lived a long time with Rishali. I understand how different it can be from Stonecall, but Stonecall isn't all that, in my opinion. I know my friends here would probably disagree, and I will be intent on aiding you no matter what. But why?
It seems as though you do not
You-
understand the true nature of what Stonecall protects. It is more than just simply magic.
Ooh, ominous.
The agriculture of this land is fertile. Extraordinarily fertile. Almost unnaturally so. Tell me, what is the cost of a health potion in Rishali?
Oh, quite a bit more expensive. I was wondering about that.
And what is the cost
does-
here?
Insanely cheap, and I will repeat that I noticed that earlier. That is quite a fair point, but that just leads me to doubt.
And what is the
Risking no more
cost of
than
food
ever.
here? What is the cost of the agricultural goods? What is the cost of meat? What is the cost of these provisions that we provide to the region?
Well, far too low now that I think about it.
Mhm.
So you understand then? Now, at least.
So
That these
Here.
lands, because of how fertile they are, we provide to the region, and should it fall into Rishali's hands, the region will suffer and fall into famine. and chaos.
All right, fair enough. Fair
Can I-
enough.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
You can make an insight check.
I want to see if this is really.
Yeah,
can I see
'cause
if this is really the reason they're going to
Persexted out.
war?
Well, I mean,
It's only 15.
well, she's telling you the truth. She's not lying to you.
All right.
Just protecting the land is pretty much what
I'll
they're
just say
trying to do.
outside of character, or just like outside of character, Lavender is like fully like, what the fuck is this lady on about? This is like, I understand why she's saying this, but it's also like, damn, you just gave away like the big twist secret lady. This is way too good to be true.
So,
Well, I suppose that settles it.
I
You got quests to
understand.
do.
I understand that you doubt Stonecall's mission. You doubt that Stonecall's existence and importance. And to an outsider, I would expect nothing less.
Well, yes. So. Well, yes, it seems now we've got a job to do. That was the other reason we wished to come here. We wish to accept both both quests if possible. We've got certain plans in place that should allow us to complete it. You're free to send whatever men or whatever provisions or whatever systems you need to prepare should they make a move without expectations, but we certainly wish to do what we can, even if the reasons behind it are less to do with your goals.
Well, if you wish to do so, you may attempt to do that.
Does anyone else have any statements? I can
I-
think of a few people.
But I will say, the artifacts take priority over Lord Morningsong.
Oh, certainly.
I can certainly rein him in as much as I can. But
Oh, that was the secondary question. By take him down, do you mean stand justice for whatever crimes, find evidence, take him out back and slice his head off? Yeah, this is your kingdom, I suppose. It is your decision.
whatever methods you decide are up to you.
Ah,
Should you choose the
freedom.
more violent option, assassination, we can clean it up. But that is not the preferred method. I would rather have him executed for his crimes in the public square.
Alright, it seems we have a... Yes, well,
Job.
Just
And,
drag
and
him.
perhaps he can give you some additional leads. Because according to my intel, he has some sway and pull with Zarek Blackthorn, the head of the Thorns Guard.
alright.
If Blackthorn goes down, I imagine the rest of it will fall apart.
Just to make sure, we're getting rewarded for doing this, right?
Of course you are. And Lady Songbird will handle that.
Alright, lady. Well, princess, I solemnly swear on nothing except my own consciousness that we will do our best to gather as many treasures as we can and deal with the dude in the way that is most beneficial.
And for your efforts in the forest, in the ancient tomb, please be as discreet as possible with your efforts.
Of course.
Those licenses I have given you do not allow for entrance in there. But I understand you have gone through at least 2 of the trials.
How did you know? I suppose Princess will figure it out somehow.
well, communication with Lady Songbird. I understand
Yeah, well,
your communication with Asarian.
yeah. That was kind of a stupid question. But there is one last little thing. And Lavender's just going to kind of turn to, I guess, the defaulto leader, Creed, just to be like, well, should we mention wanting to hire that dude?
I feel that's going to be Gloom's decision.
Yes, everyone's just looking at Gloom now.
Yeah.
No pressure.
We need, some money to hire someone that would help with our mission.
How
And
much money?
horses.
I suppose I can let Lady Songbird deal with that. That is not my purview. But while I am here, as this is a rare opportunity, do ask any questions you have pressing on your minds. For we might not meet again. I pray that we will, but there's a chance that we might not.
Hmm.
Do you have
Hmm.
information on true resurrection magic?
Lavender kind of scoffs at that. It's all he talks about.
We-
I
we
suppose
do not
it's
have-
understandable.
We do not have any confirmed instances of true resurrection.
One
I know
for-
that there have been attempts through Arcane Genesis to recreate such a thing, but all of it has ended in abysmal failure.
Let's see. And these attempts, they are recorded, I would guess, in some shape or form?
Yes. Mostly with the high scribes.
Oh, excellent! So, what information do you have on Arcane Genesis you can give us?
I could
Well, I
certain-
suppose we already have a lot.
I could arrange for you to meet with the Arc Scribes,
I'd very much appreciate that, yes.
and they can give you some information. But surely you've met with the progenitor of this knowledge. Have you not?
The ghost lady?
Lavender kind of like smacks her head at this. It just goes, well, certainly. Shut up, dude.
Oh, my apologies. You're speaking nonsense.
Lavender literally just bursts out laughing at that and just goes, well. Anyone else got questions? Well, Gloom. Hey, Gloom.
You wouldn't know anything about a village being burnt down near Stonecall.
I imagine that might have been the work of my uncle and his thorn scarred.
Insight check, definitely.
Sure, you can insight 3 times if you want. It's gonna be like she's telling you the truth.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Oh! 20. On that. So telling the truth? Okay.
Let's see, do we know of any other individuals working under your uncle? Or is that still being determined?
I believe my foolish brother is working under him.
What's your brother's name?
Varen Stonecall. He's the second prince.
So,
Yeah,
who's next in line here? Would that be you?
The next in line, should he get married before I do, is the first prince, Mace Stonecall. My father is a bit of a cautious man. Very deliberate in his actions. And then my mother is much more kind, I would say.
I see. Let's see, these, and I suppose this is more of a question for Songbird. Bless you, Theodmer. I don't know how you sneeze without a nose.
I wasn't
bless you.
sneezing.
What? What?
I was not sneezing. Excuse me.
Anyway.
Wow.
It wasn't me, by the way.
Oh, what?
No, it's just me. I suck and sneeze crazily.
Oh,
Fucking suck.
well, I'm sorry, Lavender. Anyway. I suppose this is more of a question for Lady Songbird. The artifact that you want us to collect, is there anything to be known about that, or are we going to have to interrogate the, what was his name? Lord Morningstar?
Morning
Sam?
Song. Morning Song.
Thank you. Morning Song.
And
Lord
Morning,
would
Lady Songbird would say, there are 5 artifacts in total that we wish to destroy. We've extracted as much information as we can from Darvis, and he's given us the cache locations for the 5 artifacts that were smuggled out of Velithor.
Are you...
So more fiendish items.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of things being smuggled out of Velithor, do you know anything about the blood genasi?
We do not know anything about this blood genasi.
Are you going to let us know the locations of these artifacts?
Yes, of course. And that will be provided to you.
Can we get them on the map?
Yes, Lady Songbird, has a map and she gives it to you, and it has the locations.
Ah, yes.
Do you have a
Oh, it's
preference on
over.
which one we go first for?
Well, whichever one it is, I can seek shortcuts to each one.
Well, whichever one is the one that's I believe is the most important is the one from Nessus. From my understanding, it's of the highest degree of consequence.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Queen Lady. Well, Princess Lady, sorry. I got ahead of myself. Hopefully you hope Queen. You seem nice enough and all that.
It was a
Certainly
pleasure
better
to
than-
meet you.
Well, all right.
I suppose we should go, right?
Yeah, it's time sensitive,
Oh, hang
right?
on.
Well, we do have to discuss the idea of payment for a certain guide.
Yeah.
And
So-
we need horses.
Out of question, are you guys asking her for horses?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say there's still the logistic stuff hiring the
Yeah,
guy,
we need
horses.
horses.
I am gonna ask for a sending stone. Just things of that nature.
Okay. And she'll offer to get you 4 sending stones.
Oh shit!
Well,
Wait, 4 sending stones total, or 4 pairs of sending stones?
4 sending stones total.
Okay. And another question, just because I want to be thorough and ask. Do you run sending stones rules as written, where they're in a pair, and only those 2 can talk to each other? Or do you have it where it's I know the person on the other end of this rock, so I can talk to that
It's basically just message. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's network rules, where it's if I know the person on the other line,
yes.
then I can... Okay.
You have their
Okay,
rock
cool.
number.
Alright, cool. Rocky Talkies, baby.
Rocky Talkie.
Yeah,
Rocky Talk.
Oh yeah. Alright, you're
that's a great name for it.
Alright, inventory. I'm getting a sending stone. Yes.
Okay. Are there any logistical questions you guys have?
No, but Lavender's going to grab the second sending stone.
Okay. And seriously, if you got questions that's really burning in your mind, don't forget about anything. Last chance.
Lavender is going to ask one question. This may sound I mean, it is certainly quite odd, but I have two small questions that I doubt you'll have an answer to. But being the princess and all that, you seem most likely to know. There's two questions. The first is, are you aware of any fey creature that lives in the forest to the south, where the ruins are?
As far as I recall, there are no creatures living within the forest.
Oh, well, you'll want to change the assumption from now on. But I suppose that's not neither here nor there.
Whether or
And
not
secondly-
there's a predator there, ordinary creatures do not live there. If there is something
Yes.
that has taken its home there, then I imagine it makes sense. I just don't know what it might feed upon.
And well, the
Probably
second
not.
is a one I doubt you would ever have that. Well, I'm aware of this kingdom, this situation of this kingdom, and I expect there's many passers-by. But in your tenure as princess, have you ever encountered any noteworthy Eladrin? Well, I know that's quite a broad question. You may have counted many, but family matters and all that.
You are probably the only Eladrin that I've seen within Stonecall. But I have met many other Eladrin in the Freedom States.
Well, I suppose that's to be expected. Oh well. Worth a shot.
Is there someone you were looking for?
Oh, quite the opposite. There's nobody I'm looking for, but I get the feeling it might be important to ask.
Very well.
As ominous that, or cryptic as this sounds, that's all the information I really have on the matter myself.
Well,
I have a. You go first, Theodmer.
Oh, thank you. My only question is, I've come across a little bit of information on the history. You might say I'm a little of an old skeleton here myself. So, I would like to know what. I'm sure you have a bit of history when it comes to, Stonecall's more deeper history that most people don't know about. So the mountain range that used to be the lake. Do you know the whole information regarding that?
We were at war with Rishali, as they seems to be our eternal rivals. And there was a high scribe, which decided to use one of the forbidden scrolls. And it caused massive destruction.
Do you still have these scrolls?
Well, no.
If we have these scrolls, which I imagine the power-hungry nature of the Archscribes, they would have them. But
Ooh.
I certainly do not have access to those.
Well, that's a little worrisome, I'd like to say.
Well, with ultimate authority from the king, there are checks and balances. The scribes themselves preserve their status with this knowledge and with this power.
Well, good for them.
Okay. Any other questions from Theodmer?
Nope.
Okay. Creed, you had a question?
Yes. And I may be grasping at straws here. Among the artifacts that we are going to be searching for, or perhaps completely unrelated to any of these artifacts, is there any word or rumors about an ampoule with a golden liquid inside.
Not to my knowledge. Do you have questions about such an artifact?
No, just, I mean, I can't even really say. It was something I saw in a dream a little while ago, but I fear it might have just been that, a dream.
Well, it seems as though dreams of late have been amplified. Many people have been receiving dreams. And they are not simply just dreams. It seems as though a particular goddess is becoming more active.
Ah.
Oh, which goddess?
Are you sure it's a god?
Yes. It seems as though she was forgotten for the longest of time, but she seems to be making an appearance again. Her name is Somnia. She is subservient to Selune.
Forgotten god that, hopefully she doesn't hold a grudge.
On the contrary, she seems to be interjecting herself at an opportune moment.
You
Never trust the gods.
Does this god have a shadowed throne, perhaps?
On the contrary, her throne is dreams itself. She rules the dreamscape. I imagine you could find a text within the libraries if you were to go look, but my understanding of her is she gives and takes. She gives you dreams and guidance and takes some life force in return.
I'll have to discuss this with Ogma later. I'm sure he has something he could possibly tell me.
Well, I've heard great things about Ogma. I hope that we as a society dedicated to Denier is pleasing to him.
I'm sure it might. Yes, I'm sure it is.
Well, anyway, I suppose. I almost had a question for a moment. Sorry, apologies. I quite lost it.
Ah, yes, fleeting questions.
Oh, well, I suppose this is the most outright blatant question I doubt you would ever answer, even if you could. You said you just said yourself, the ground here is incredibly fertile. I never thought you'd think of it until now, especially with the forest that seems to be the exact opposite, right at the doorstep. But why, may I ask, is it so? Is there a particular reason, Stonecall, or is it just a natural occurrence?
It seems as though it is a natural occurrence. The forest itself, I heard, was once beautiful.
Oh well. Well, yeah. Does anyone else have any questions?
Should we perhaps get going? Ready to be on a time-sensitive mission
Well,
or not?
Well, we still have to figure out the horses
Korthina-
and
Korthina
money
lets
and
out, like,
shit.
Korthina lets out an exasperated sigh as she's been quiet in the back, like this whole time, just like festering almost. She's just like, she kind of like leans forward, steps forward a little bit. She's like, why are we letting these other people affect us the way they have been, like these shadow guys, I can never remember their name, or these thorn guards. Why are we letting them affect us this way? Why don't we just take them out? I don't understand that. If they're letting us corrupt us from the inside out, why are we letting this be a problem?
Do you believe that is what they're doing?
I believe that's what they're doing. They're corrupting us from the inside, and it's being let happen. We're just standing around letting them do it. Obviously, because it's getting worse.
I suppose
She just seems exasperated. Like, she seems genuinely frustrated.
More information that I must tell you. I believe that the Loyalists and the Garushian's shadow was created at around the same time. We had a specific council after Rishali had attacked one of our trade caravans. War was discussed. The idea of forcibly conscripting the Adventurers Guild was also discussed, but ultimately decided against. Now, there were those who dissented from that opinion. They find that the king is cowardly and must be removed. And I believe that their efforts are to this end. That everything that they are doing is to sow discord and chaos in order to call for the head of my father.
Why don't we stop them?
Well, I mean, it's smoke and daggers, Korthina.
At the core, what is so hard about? I don't understand why that. I don't get it.
It is not
Lavender
that
kind of
simple.
Lavender just kind of looks at Korthina and just goes, well, yes, it'd be much simpler if we were just squashing ants, but these people, they make for some fine targets. They're all too strong to be dealt with so easily. If I have that right.
The political ramifications of simply assassinating such a person as my uncle or the Archscribes would throw our society as we know it into chaos and discord. If the people lose faith in the crown and what the crown represents, which is protection for the kingdom itself, then we will not be able to withstand anything, any further assault from Rishali, or others like it.
But how are we supposed to stand up against others when we have discord within ourselves already? Or just people, like, at each other's throats, almost?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the problem, isn't it?
That is why we enlisted you. You are acting in our benefit. You are accomplishing the things that need to be done. And they need to be done in a strategic way.
Alright, well, yes.
I understand that this is a frustrating situation. And marching through, taking out every single last individual person. That is a plan. Certainly. But what sort of chaos would it create?
Well, yes, I suppose we should have this debate another time. Or perhaps not at all.
I hung them up on the foot.
Hello.
So about money, how much are you willing to give us?
I will leave that to Lady Songbird.
That's who I was asking.
I will run some numbers.
Not everything's about you, princess.
I will run some numbers and I will get back to you, but would 5,000 gold be sufficient?
Holy shit, that's like Lavender's like eyes are just going like how the fuck could you? I expected 5 gold. How did you get?
Yes.
Lavender's just like overwhelmed.
No, I think
You're
5,000 is
not-
great. I think that's a great start. That's a really
You make
wonderful start.
10,000.
Are we supposed to return that later, or?
That, of course, is contingent upon the return of every single artifact. We know that there are 5.
Oh, I think you misunderstand the question we were asking right now. All our reward later is certainly what we're going for. We meant to hire 1 additional member, not an adventurer like us, but simply a certain individual within the city that we can use to get through certain paths to make our way quicker.
And that's fine. We can allocate that. But as far as your reward for this mission you are going on, 5,000.
All right.
Of course, I will be providing you sending stones, which you have, horses, as you need them, and money to hire this hand that you wish.
All right.
That's a good plan.
I think we're ready.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you. This was enlightening.
Alright. Well, if there's nothing else, I must discuss some things with the princess.
All right.
All right, let's get our horses and go.
Theodmer puts Omelette
this-
back in the body bag.
You really need to find a better way. Lavender's just like, why don't I just hold on to that? It looks a little more natural with me holding that. You carry
that
the
would be
mimic if you want.
wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate
You
that.
got Omelette dangling off one side, you got the mimic dangling off the other. Like,
Yeah, I imagine the mimics like this entire time is like turned into a breastplate or something more less conspicuous.
yeah. So,
So we've left the office now, right?
yeah, so you guys leave the estate. The crowd is dispersed. Go ahead.
Lavender's just like just immediately just goes like bursts out into like, you know what? I think we should assassinate the king.
Oh
no. Okay, Lavender-
oh
Lavender-
no!
Lavender, let us wait until we
Say that.
Where did you get assassinate the king from all of that?
Can we not talk about these things?
Let us
We're right
wait
there.
till we're outside of the city,
Yeah,
and then we can
okay.
talk about whatever you have on your mind.
And Lavender's like kind of like, oh, I guess I probably should have waited on that. Yes, let's go.
Oh, man.
God.
Hey, let's just like commit high treason real quick.
Okay. So, this is what's going
Peter's
to
on
happen.
needles right now.
Yeah. Lavender, you're just not gonna
Yes, my mouth's shut.
say anything like that. I'm going to pick up the horses.
I'll come with you to head ahead with the traps
All right.
and all that.
Are you going to
I'll
stop by the
help you.
potion shop?
Yes, potion shop. Very important, Lavender. You should get the potions.
Oh,
Very well.
wait, can I go with her, actually? I kind of want to buy more herbs.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys do your thing. I'm getting the horses. Gloom. Oh, do you want to come with, or do you want to stay stakeout?
Okay. So are you gonna like brew that potion in the middle of the street again?
I mean, we're going to be on horses, so I'll just do it on horseback.
Okay. Well,
Remember, don't do anything that we're
ahead,
not supposed
just
to
ahead,
right
just
now.
I'm gonna do this ahead of time, just so we can get it out of the way. But go ahead and do roll either nature or survival at disadvantage
For the potions?
For the potions.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're trying to do it on horseback.
I'll wait then.
I was gonna say,
Wait,
you got long rest.
actually-
You could do it during long rest.
Actually, I do have a +8 on if I wanted to yellow it.
+8 to survival? God damn, bro.
Nature.
Why are you the
To
jack of all
nature.
trades? Oh, nature. Okay, never mind. I was like,
I'll
God damn,
wait,
bro.
I'll
You get
wait.
20s in like every stat.
Nah, it's my-
Yeah, I got mastery and everything.
I'll just wait, I guess.
Okay, so just to double check, Gloom and Lavender, you're coming with me, and so is Omelette. We're going to forge ahead. We're going to take these shortcuts. Char, Theodmer, and Korthina, you are going to hire this individual, and you're going to take him to what is a good path into the Freedom States? This one, this path right here. They're going to take him onto this path. We will intercept you at about here, and we will start the ambush. Yes?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Works for me.
Okay.
Though we will have to do something. Lavender, Cortina. I mean, not. Apologies. Those of you coming with me, just wear something a little nicer. It's inappropriate for Noble's guard to be wearing random rags and armor.
Whatever you guys need to do, get it sorted. Lavender, Gloom, Omelette, and I are going to need to head out before you guys do. That way we can get a head start. And if we are seen together, and then we ride off ahead, he might get spooked.
I'm just
So
gonna
we
be a
can't be seen
bodyguard. Let's go. Corthina
that
starts
works
walking.
I don't really have any nicer clothes.
Well, you got a cloak of disguise self, so.
Yeah.
True.
Here, let me just.
Do you
give
guys?
it
All right. What? Also, the other thing is, do you guys need to stop at the blacksmith for anything? Do you need to stop at, pick up arrows? Do you need to stop and pick up anything else? Make sure you guys have what you need.
Lavender, I'm trying to remember how much the special ring for Lavender would cost. Do you remember? I think you sent me the price the other time.
What for? Which ring?
It's like a trinket of silence.
Yeah. So it depended on. So it minimum was for a 3 meter radius, it was 200 gold.
Oh, 200. Damn, she's got that now.
So, but it could get up to 10 meters
Yeah.
for 800 gold. 20 meters for 5,000.
Yeah, she's just going to do go ask for the minimum
Okay.
while she's there.
Wait,
but I
is it
probably won't be
meters
done
or
now.
feet?
Meters.
Whoa.
Yo, that's like a 10-foot radius for the minimum. Fucking go for that shit.
But I don't think it's it's an active silence spell though.
Yeah, it's like the opposite. There's blocks sound from going in.
Yeah. It's just to help make things quieter for
Quieter.
Lavender. You could still hear
Yeah,
what's
it's more
going
just
on
like
outside of
role-playing
it. It's just, makes it easier to deal with for Lavender.
Noise canceling headphones, got it.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. I did not think of that.
Exactly. So you're going to the Enchanted Emporium for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you pick that up, just going to deduct 200 gold.
All right.
Is anyone going
Oh, it's
to,
already made. Okay.
Is anyone going to the blacksmith?
Just to get it out of the way, kind of. Would there be anything I could afford from Gertrude's smithy with 200 gold?
You could buy grenades. 75
Okay.
apiece.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Okay. Alright, going once, going twice.
So,
So
I
did we
guess-
get gold? I don't I guess I missed that
the
part.
reward
Oh.
for the mission is 5,000 gold. You have to complete the
Okay,
mission
we just haven't
first.
gotten it yet. Gold.
Yeah, she's not going to
Okay.
pay you ahead of time. Because she wants to make
We
sure
did
that
half
you guys...
now, half later. We didn't ask that.
Yeah, well, you got to come back with every single one of the artifacts. Your payment
fine.
is contingent upon
I don't have
receipt.
enough gold anyway for anything.
So,
Yeah, that's not going to happen, but we'll try our best.
I'm saving.
Pleasure kick.
There's no night goggles or whatever.
Night vision.
Probably
you
not.
need some
Goggles
makeshift.
night.
You need makeshift night vision goggles.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Gloom's
just
the
an actual
only one
magic
who
item.
can't-
Goggles of night.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Hang on.
Yeah.
How much do goggles at night cost?
No
I
idea.
think they're a common or uncommon. I don't
They're
think they're
uncommon.
that high up. Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Price. 100. It can be priced anywhere from 100 gold to 500 gold. So.
angled it is.
I have 337.
All right, it'll cost you
I don't know how much-
125.
Let's go. So I can see at
Yeah,
night.
Gloom
now.
can see at night now.
Okay.
All
right.
Light spell.
So none of you are going to the blacksmiths. None of you are going to the Veiled Page. None of you are going to and someone is picking up potions, right?
Yeah. Just so we don't have to roleplay it, how much is it for the same thing? 20 potions worth of herbs.
It'll be 20 gold.
All right.
I don't have the money for anything, so no, I'm not
Audit.
stopping anywhere.
All right. So are we good to do our little plan?
And nobody wants to go visit Valtheris. Nobody wants to go visit, the Blacks family.
Only thing.
Lavender's going to pick up some.
It sounds like he's dropping hints, but I can't figure it out.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't have enough money to buy.
I have stuff prepared for if you guys go talk to any of these people. I just they're some of my favorite NPCs to play.
Letting the
so stay
DM
there
play as
as
NPCs?
NPC.
No.
No, we can't do that. No.
What you selling? What
Absolutely.
you buying?
No, see, we have fun here.
Oh, my bad. I made the mistake of assuming I get to have fun.
No. See, you made the mistake. You're a dungeon master, not a player.
Oh, my bad. My mistake.
Lavender might as well go to the flower shop while she's at it. I don't know who's selling stuff there.
Yeah, so you go to the flower shop, you pick up your usual order of flowers, and he's very happy to see you. It's like, my favorite customer! Are you buying the same flowers again? The same bouquet?
Oh, certainly, yes.
I
Okay,
would.
throw in a few poppies.
Of course. And are you still eating them?
Or not? Yes. I was going to make a joke about what else, but I understand most people around here usually just decorate.
Well, it seems kind of odd, but I'm happy to have your business. As each of the flowers you eat seem to be adding to your radiant beauty.
Ah, thank you very much. Although I'm not buying any extra for that. Alright, and at that point, Lavender's just going to wave goodbye and leave the shop.
Okay. So, alright, so you buy flowers. Everyone's good, happy. The people that are going off ahead are doing that. Then the rest of you are going to the Thieves Guild?
Yo.
I think so.
Oh, Theodmer is giving Char his actually no, he has a cloak of disguise. I'm giving Korthina his robes.
Alright.
Wait, what?
Giving you nice clothes, I'm giving you his robes.
I don't need these.
Well, your
I have my
clothes aren't
armor.
exactly. Your clothes just aren't made to, for guards of a nobility should be dressed a little nicer. I'm gonna sell it here.
Take offense. Excuse me.
Well, it's not my fault. We're all broke right now.
Well, we've got
What
plenty
armor
to
was
charge you.
given to me by...
I'm not saying your armor is bad. I'm saying wear this so it doesn't look like we're all broke.
I'm a bodyguard. You guys can just... Meh.
Alright,
No.
you're standing outside. I'm taking Char with me.
Lavender, before they head out, Lavender offers Korthina her cloak. Just to blend in a little bit more. You probably stand out well enough. If they're looking into our party, they probably assumed there's a dragonborn among us. Well, they know that for certain, and seeing you would definitely throw them off. Make it suspicious.
I don't... So dumb. She puts it on and she throws the hood up.
And I used to. What does she look like now?
I don't know.
Well, you're the one that put it
What's
on.
your
Like, what are you
human
disguising yourself as?
You gotta have a Winsona.
She doesn't have anything I wouldn't think of anything because
You, you don't have a human Sona prepared?
No.
Human
Human Sona. She would look kind of, I don't know, So think of just literally like the girls next door type of situation, but like trying to be something she's not. So she's like dressed in like armor that fits, but like she doesn't look like she should be wearing it, if that makes sense.
So like Merida wearing plate armor or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I got
And
the
she has
visual.
red, she has just like outlandishly red hair. And piercing blue eyes.
Alright, you look well enough. Make sure to give it back to me. I want it nice and neat if you don't mind. I quite like that robe, it's quite useful.
Okay. Korthina's looking down at herself, like her nose is like turned up and like, ew.
Oh, I get the feeling, I suppose. Don't hide your natural beauty and all that. Your skills are quite
Skin
nice.
does not suit me at all. What is this?
Don't worry.
All right.
Skin doesn't suit me either, and I use alter self, and I think the best way to describe this is he basically turns himself to Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3.
Of course.
All right.
Char just looks like a normal dude.
Okay, and as you're walking along, like you see, this makeshift. I don't want to say Astarion because, like, it seems like I'm gonna get copyright stricken at some point if I do that. But
White-haired elf.
you get the certain white-haired elf of unknown origins. He's catching a lot of glances from the women walking along, and they're
And the men.
and the men too.
Ooh.
No.
He just whispers on his breath, "I'm a taken man."
You see the fortune teller step out of his tent and like lean up, and he starts biting his lip and trying to do the Riz face. Just
Oh,
Dear
yeah.
God.
Work it. Work it.
Just
Hot
Wife and
damn.
kids.
be confident.
so, and then so you guys go towards the Rogues Guild or the Thieves Guild, and you knock on the door. I'm guessing.
Yes, he knocks on the door, but like 2 simple knocks. A noble wouldn't do anything more.
Okay, the little slot slides open. Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, I would be a noble from the Freedom States. I'm here to hire a hand to help me out.
I see. He doesn't say anything more.
Gold to allow me in, perhaps?
Maybe.
Name your price.
He's gonna continue to stay silent.
We need to hire somebody. We need help.
Speak
mean-
when spoken to, guard. We need to
That sounds like a you
hire.
problem, personally.
We need to hire someone. We have plenty of gold, and we have a job.
Okay, you got gold. Prove it.
Yes, of course. Guard, may you please show this man our gold? And he looks at both of y'all and see who has more gold.
Why didn't we just ask Gloom to, ask her what we gotta say to get in here?
Char takes out 2 gold pieces. Is this good enough?
Do a persuasion check.
Oh, that's not very good. A 9?
Whatever. Be quick about it. He opens the door, lets you in.
Oh god, I was gonna do something else if that didn't work. I was gonna be like,
Oh
oh.
my god. Char's like trying not to freak out, but he looks
Wait,
like he's-
what race is he?
He's human.
Okay, he looks at him and says, "Thank you, round ears," and then walks past him.
Flirt.
It's like, what does that mean? Do I really have round ears? He now hang on, let me go ahead and do a roll real quick. I'm gonna roll to everybody. He now has severe body dysmorphia.
Ah.
Nice.
Excellent. As a noble does. So
All right.
Dogmer just walks by, and I'm assuming. I mean, Gloom gave us like a decent description of him, right? I was like kind of zoned out.
I don't know if she actually described him to us.
Yeah, I know. You guys did a horrible job of getting all the information from Gloom. You just sent us in here on a wild goose chase.
Oh no, she gave us his name. What was his name?
Valen.
Surely we gave them a description of who we're looking for.
So
Right?
Yeah.
he all has a sending stone, right?
So you go in,
God, just call
and as
Gloom
you
and
enter,
ask.
as you enter in, you see a couple different cloaked figures, but you see one guy, like obviously being a braggart, talking about his most recent hunt, about how he very graphic descriptions on how he gutted a specific deer, and he really took pleasure in actually cutting its head off. But
So I'm assuming with an insight check, I can sort of like discern it's about the same personality as someone who would also brag about killing a village of Grung.
yes.
Okay. So Dogmer says, just
Well,
looks at him.
So
and he
okay,
gives
so
him-
he's across the room right now.
Yeah. So Dogmer just gives his two quote unquote guards a little like symbol to follow him, and he's going to walk across the room. Like he's not gonna go
All
straight.
right,
Like
and then
in the
a
middle
guy's
of it.
gonna reach out and like clap your shoulder, like grab your shoulder real quick.
Sir, would you please get your filthy paws off me?
He's
How
gonna,
can I help you?
he's gonna look at you and he's gonna like kind of turn you around.
Mm.
Seems as though you're looking for Valen.
Looking for a good thief to help me out, and I've heard he's a good one.
He's more of a soldier than a thief, but just saying, don't be stupid. You don't talk to the blade, you talk to the sheath. His partner's the one you want to talk to. Bootsus. Ugly robe, big words, carries himself like a rat. Thinks he's royalty.
Do you know where he would be?
And he's right over there. Just saying, don't be stupid. Bootsus is the one that takes the contracts. If you walk up to the soldier first, you're not going to be walking out of here at all.
Ha, that's a joke.
I appreciate the advice. And Dogmer's gonna walk up to the rat dude. Forgot his name already.
Bootsus.
Bootsus. Okay.
Zeus.
It's a really strange name, but I just kind of came up with it. But
Oh,
Oh, I totally thought boot. And then suit.
Yeah.
I like Zeus. That's a cool name. Fox with it.
So he's gonna walk up to Bootsus and say, "I'm here to hire fuck. Hold up.
well, I unfortunately can't help you with that. Maybe you could go try the red light district.
No. I mean to hire a soldier to help me in my journeys. One that isn't afraid of getting his hands dirty in a little bit of illegal activities here or there."
All right. What kind of dirty are we talking about here? You spilling blood? You pillaging some villages? You talking about raping some people? Or are you talking about
Oh,
Gathering illegal artifacts.
gathering some illegal artifacts, yes. Sorry about my underling here. She's a bit
Smuggling.
talkative.
smuggling job?
Yes.
Pretty easy.
Though there might be a good amount of pillaging to do if we have a bit of resistance.
That's to be expected.
offer,
Whereabouts are you thinking?
We offer more than gold. Up in the freedom. Those are up north.
Okay.
But we offer more than gold. We offer some of the artifacts we gain as well.
And what's the nature of these artifacts?
One of my assistants here can fill you in. However, would you be interested in such a quest?
Sounds like a benevolent sort of offer. someone magnanimous would give away. But what's the nature of these artifacts?
Need to know basis.
Well,
Need to know
you
basis,
need me, and I
however-
need to know.
Yes, yes. They are powerful magical artifacts. From what we know, they might have an infernal nature.
You're not one of them thorn-scarred pricks, are you?
No, no pricks. I'm not too familiar with your factions down here in Stonecall, but I am no prick. I work for myself and myself only.
Well, based on what you said earlier, I imagine you're a prick. But maybe you're just all talk, no bite.
Korthina's
I
face
need
is
bite
trying
if I
so
hire a
hard not
soldier?
to be like irritated looking and crinkled.
Alright. That'll work for you. With cost, travel, everything else. 3,000. Half up front.
Out of character.
Korthina
She
looks
didn't,
at
she didn't give us any gold yet, right? Like, she said she'll give us the 5,000 after.
Well, she said that she would help you hire this guy. So,
Okay.
you know, let's just say she gave you more than enough in order to hire him, but you have to return the rest before you leave.
Yeah. Okay. That will definitely work. I assume it's you and your
And
friend over there.
there's also like you also wouldn't necessarily pay them directly. It would go through an escrow, which is why the Thieves Guild exists.
Yeah. Yes, that will definitely work. I assume it's you and your friend over there, and he gives a little head tilt towards wherever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, Valen. Yeah,
Vale.
he's look. He's braggadocious. He's drunkard, but he gets the job.
I don't
done,
want
for
his
sure.
dating profile. I want to know if he does the job.
Oh, of course he does.
Excellent. Then he will work.
Although he
We
might
will-
take a bit of a liking to you, and he points at Korthina. You're just his type.
I don't need intermingling between my guards either. Look, I will pay you through your escrow. We are to meet outside the city, and you will accompany me.
Very well.
You know, I
Let's
could
say
have like
2 hours.
That will work.
Very well. I will get him pulled together. And if you don't want him pursuing you, make yourself hidden.
Of course. And Theodmer, before finishing the conversation, he's going to cast a message on both Char and Korthina to see if they have anything they want to say, just to see if he forgot anything.
I imagine you're kind of using the sending stone here.
No, his own message.
Oh.
Because he can do it without verbal, and it's literally just telepathy at that point.
Korthina's just glaring at him. Like, she keeps touching him.
Oh,
Or just not have anything to say.
all right. I'll pay your escrow. I expect to see you out in 2 hours then.
Sure thing.
And
Tell
he's
him to
gonna-
clean up. She kind of gives him a wink and then just kind of like tries to like saunter away like seductively as a human as she can.
Theodmer's gonna like just shake his head, go pay the escrow, and head out because he doesn't like this place.
Wait, so you're trying to show off for Valen?
It's just to make it more appealing to want to do the job. As a persuasion act. Because she has no idea what the fuck she's doing
Hey,
as a
or
human.
performance is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Damn it. It wouldn't have worked anyway. I tripped him on my ass. It's all good.
So,
Just a
alright.
wink.
So you go, you retrieve the monies, you give it to the escrow guy. And, going from there, you head out.
Yeah.
We have to return some of the money to Lady Songbird now.
I think we should turn it after so we don't waste any time.
I like that idea a lot better.
She needs us more than she needs this money, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Wait. Shouldn't we send like a message to Creed or something?
You have the stone. Let's
I do not.
hustle.
I'm imagining this is all going down within the message itself. They aren't saying this out loud.
I thought we were already out of Thieves Guild
Yeah,
when we
I
were
thought
saying
we
this.
left the guild.
Yeah,
I thought we're
well,
done.
The issue is that they are also thieves. They're probably listening in regardless.
Think about that.
Okay. I'm gonna send a couple of things here, real quick.
Yeah.
Or I guess right now it's just only one thing.
This worries me greatly.
Do I notice anybody's watching us as we're leaving?
I mean, you could
I
certainly
look?
make a perception check.
Yeah,
Perception.
Char also wants to make that perception check if he can.
16.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're obviously people are kind of looking at you. Like, it's not every day some dude talking like he's a noble comes in with 2 bodyguards and, you know, flaming red hair woman without hoods on.
They're all looking at me though, because I'm a student.
I don't know, I'm supposed to be hot. I don't know.
I'm just a guy.
Theodmer is gonna use the sending stone, which do one of y'all have the sending stone? Because I think Theodmer grabbed one.
Char
I
did
know
not.
Creed has one.
I know Lavender grabbed one. I don't know who grabbed the other two.
Theodmer grabbed it.
The entire point of these is that each
Yeah,
team has. There's no way one of you doesn't have it.
We just left the two in the office. We just walked out.
Yeah, so Theodmer
I
grabbed
guess
it.
Korthina has one, I guess, if the one got left behind, I don't know.
But yeah, he's going to use the sending stone to communicate that they are going to be heading out the city in 2 hours.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, sorry.
Oh, and that it's 2 people coming along, not 1.
Whoop, then. All right. I imagine while they were, doing their interrogation, or not interrogations, talk. Creed got the horses. I imagine Lavender did their business. So Gloom, Lavender are all outside of town. We're all good.
Yeah, I believe so. I do not have a map done up yet for the particular encounter.
No, that's
Lavender
I
is just
imagine.
going to be like talking with Creed. I imagine on the way out, just going like, "Hear me out, Gloom." With Gloom, Creed, hear me out on this. We need to kill the king.
Oh no.
And listen here. You heard her yourself. This land is especially fertile. And who's the one that made all these stupid rules? The stupid rules that, keep everything in place. The king. He wants to, keep people's freedom down. And apparently the worst crime the other group has done is want to get rid of the king.
I thought you didn't care what happened to Stonecall.
I don't, but if we're playing both sides, we might as well kill the king while we're at it.
No. Okay, firstly, that's just how you get an entire nation on your back. Secondly, you killed the king, and then then their son or the princess steps up. Like, you didn't change anything.
Yeah, like
Thirdly, this is treason, so we're gonna stop this conversation right now. Fourthly, I just got the word from Theodmer and them that we got 2 packages incoming, so we should get moving now before they also get them out of the city.
Oh, yes. Let's hurry.
God damn, you're still gonna see Creed reach for his flask and just
You would feel Lavender's eyes on the back of your neck. Just staring intently at Sea Reach.
No, I forget that's filled with a healing potion all the time.
Oh, I forgot to.
Yeah. Anyway, So they said they're going to be taking this path. We'll probably set up around here. Give me a second. Creed is going to use his cartographer's map case.
Question. Do you have a
Which-
question?
Yes.
Would a mimic be allowed to like impersonate a tree or otherwise something that people would walk by on their path?
He's not a. Well, it's he. I say he, but it's not a very big mimic.
Alright,
Make
so
it a
maybe
twig
it's a
in the
shrub.
road. Yeah, I was gonna say, just make it a twig in the road. No one's gonna pay attention to that.
You could be a bush.
Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be a little bush by the side of the road. Like, and Lavender's just gonna go up to it and just go, when we attack, you attack. When we attack, you attack. And Lavender's just gonna tuck a flower into the bush to make it like all prettier.
Alright. So. Okay, yeah. Anyway, Creed's going to take his cartographer's map case. He can make a DC 15 perception check to see if he can find a shortcut that has any prominent landmarks or anything.
For so you guys, hang on. Let me actually look at the map because I need to look at the map.
Creed wants to, like, you know, get distance, because if they're only 2 hours ahead, like, they'll be leaving a pretty obvious trail and whatnot. So.
Well, yeah.
I'll
So
be
I was
right
gonna.
back.
So I'm assuming you guys go to the like you guys are going all the way to, like, to within this outside of Stonecall boundaries.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
So you're gonna be
Like,
in the
I imagine
forest.
this will be like a. Yeah, this is gonna be a little ways. Like, probably, I'd imagine, like, at least a full 24 hours out.
Yeah. Need to
Okay.
be a bit ahead.
Yeah, so you'll probably be up. You could probably make in 24 hours. You could probably make it all the way to the Enchanted River.
Alright, oh god, okay, let me see if I can examine to see where that one is. Gemstone,
So,
Drummond River.
here, let me share my screen real quick with you guys, so you can see what I'm looking at. If you can see my mouse, it'd be about right here.
Alright. Alright.
Oh, damn. From
You
Stone.
can see
Damn.
Lavender, it's like,
On horseback,
You can see-
I'm saying on horseback, you could make it to here.
yeah.
Okay.
You can see as this is going on, Lavender is like looking very happily. She just feels really in their element here.
So, yeah, no. So going into this, yeah, let me go ahead and stop this screen sharing. So as you like crossing into the forest, you see that the color of the sky kind of changes to a bit. It seems a bit like there's a lot more magical elements being involved. The trees are very, fragrant. There's the senses comparatively to the ancient forest seem to be a lot more pronounced, and in maybe some not great ways, but also just some like really nice ways. So it really depends on how you want to look at it. But
Okay, so we need to strategize a little bit. So it's getting dark.
I have my night vision
Let's see, I should
goggles now.
probably... Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. So, if we want to do these right, I'm hoping to catch them right at dusk, which might mean we need to set up the next day over, because they might be setting up camp already. Actually, hang on. Gloom? Creed's gonna take out his sending stone and literally just, like, toss it over at Gloom and be like, alright, you check in with them, see what they're at. I'm going to start scouting out the good area to set things up.
Okay. Glenn will ask where they're at.
well, so they're probably going to be crossing over before too long into the forest. But they're just outside of the boundaries of the forest.
Okay. Then I'll
They're still
tell
moving,
Creed.
yes?
They're just outside the
Alright,
forest.
Perfect. Let me double check. I got too many tabs open. This is slow. Alright. Okay, so if they're just outside of the forest, and we're already at the Enchanted River. Okay. Hmm. Shit, we might need to delay until tomorrow.
What if they get here before tomorrow?
Yeah, we can keep in check.
Okay, actually,
Let us know.
Well, hang on, double
Well, are they
check. You said it was like
traveling with them?
like dusk. Well, yeah. So they told me that they have the two people, the one that you saw, and then apparently one other one. So we need to account for that. But what time did you say it was, DM? Like dusk?
It's dusk. Yeah. So the sun's very clearly behind the mountains at this point, and lots of shadows are being cast. And hang on,
Shit.
let me send you guys
Okay.
the map of like where you are currently at. So it is there, that one, and then Lavender. That is where you're currently at.
Okay, I see.
So.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think.
Can we open up
Fair
the
enough.
battle thing, the battle map?
I haven't
Move our
uploaded there
characters around
yet.
Ah.
Now let me
Yeah,
go
we'll
ahead and
We're in strategizing phase, and I feel like we won't get to the combat tonight anyways because it's almost midnight anyhow.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
we got 24 more minutes. I don't think you guys are going to be able to beat them in 24 minutes.
We can try.
Exactly. Yeah.
Look, I would be surprised. Personally, I would be very surprised if you could beat them in 24 minutes.
Beat what in 24 minutes?
The people that we have with us. I have a question. So during this time, Char, Korthina, and Theodmer, we're all traveling with the two people, yes?
Yep.
As we're like traveling, can Char kind of like I don't know what like check would it be, but like kind of like take inventory of like maybe like what weapons they use, or like how strong their armor is, or maybe like what skills they have?
Yeah, you could do a investigation check at disadvantage.
Okay. You win some, you lose some, right?
Because you are on horseback. You want to make it. Look,
Lose a lot.
They look like they're covered with armor. The mage looked like he has mage stuff. Like you can tell that there's one guy's a soldier, one guy's a mage of some sort.
Char is like sweating up a storm.
Throughout the whole trip, like they haven't been saying anything to you guys. They're on the job, so they're being professional. So.
Okay. Another question. So sending stones again, rules as written, I think are 1 use per day. Are you still ruling it that way?
Yeah, because you guys already used 1 sending stone. So you should have.
So they messaged us. Yeah, we do have another sending stone.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah, so you should have a second one available.
Okay. Lavender, Gloom, whichever one of you has the second sending stone. We want them to reach this river by nightfall tomorrow. So they're going to need to be moving a little slow. Have one of them pretend to roll their ankle or wake up late or something. Again, I want to give them as few advantages as possible. We are all blessed with being able to see in the night. With you too now, Gloom. As far as we know, they are human, so they shouldn't have that gift.
Yeah,
We leave
Lavender's
nothing
going
to
to
chance
relay
here,
that.
and even if they are blessed with a vision of the night, you and I both know our dark vision isn't perfect. So, if I hide something in the brush at night, it'll still be hard for them to see.
Go ahead and open up maps for everyone here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Put all of the tokens on. Just go ahead and move it to where you think you're going to be. I'm assuming you guys are going from the bottom left to the top right here. So, you 3 are there, you're there,
Let's do this.
you're there, and you're right there.
Let's see this.
So you guys move yourselves to where
Let's see
you want to be.
Let's see if I can handle this.
And let me go ahead and update the stream real quick to have the maps view, which this is... Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool.
Are they coming up like this way?
Oh,
I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, so they would be coming up through here.
Okay.
So the way through is through here. Like that.
Then Gloom would probably like hide in a bush, like to attack from behind when they get up.
Exactly. Seek cover. I have so many fucking traps to lay out. Like, it is ridiculous, actually. I have so many fucking traps. I literally have... So I have 2 bear traps, I can lay up to 4 snares, and I can cast, like, entangle and shit.
Quick thing.
I have
if Gloom
so
is-
many fucking traps.
If Gloom is gonna try sneak attacking, she should do it close to the clearing just in case they sense her before we get to the clearing.
Where's the clearing? Like up here?
I'm assuming the clearing is like the whole like little like crossroad area we're sort of setting up around. Yeah.
So where Omelette is?
Yeah.
Me and Omelette.
Miss Lavender, you stick back. Okay, we want to keep range here. I'm thinking best spot will probably in the brush here. You're able to take the trees as cover. They're going to come around the bend. It might be worthwhile to have something distract over there to the northwest. They'll keep their attention that way, hopefully blindly walk into a trap right about here. I'm not sure if I can ping it. Yeah.
Lavender suggests using the mimic as a like try to turn into a small dog or something. Something that they might want to hunt for dinner.
That could work. Yeah, have it be a deer or something and go hide in the brush.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
do either of you know illusion magic?
Oh yes,
you're an
I think
illusionist.
yeah. I got silent image.
Ah,
Itself.
yes, Gloom! Yes, Gloom! Okay, perfect idea. So, come here. You are going to be next to me. You are going to cast a silent image across the road here. Make it a deer or elk or something appetizing. They are
Okay.
going to have their attention on that. They're going to creep forward, again, focused on that, and they're going to go right into my traps that I'm going to lay here. That's not what I meant to grab. I didn't mean to grab where the mimic is. I'm sorry. I'm going at like 1 FPS here.
I placed the mimic against the wall to make it look like a part of the stonework. So if they get too close, it'll just latch onto them to make it easier to attack. Since Gloom can deal with illusions.
Yep. Second thing second. We do not need to get close. If they have darker vision, then all the more reason to stay away. Peck them with arrows. If we hide in the brush, continue to reposition over and over, hopefully they won't know what's happening. Especially if we go at them from 3 different angles. Like, Lavender, you have a nice angle, Gloom, you stay here, I could go over near Omelette.
Yeah, but
Make this work.
I fight a little bit better up close.
Gloom,
Yeah.
I said we're not going to play this dumb, right? And plus, think of it this way. You went hunting with me before, right? This is just bigger game.
Okay, but if
So remember,
things start happening, I'm going in.
I cannot not recommend that enough, considering he's like actively putting down a bear trap like right in front of you. Just
Oh, right.
there's no reason for us to go into melee. If they try to leave, I have ways of boxing them back in. I can slow them down, and again, distance is going to be our friend here. At the worst,
Yeah, but
we
if
might be able to tire them out.
just hear me out, if we fight at night, I kind of have an advantage. Well, I think everyone would. But I would
Exactly.
have more.
We all have an advantage, and that's why we're going to press it. Think of it this way. If you fight them toe-to-toe, even if they are blind, all they need to do is get lucky. If we're fighting them at range, They need to get lucky in spotting us, get lucky in closing the distance, and then get lucky in hitting us.
Yeah, true.
And I hate to be a dick here, I really do, but just this is the one thing I'm good at. And as I said to you, I'm not going to risk you getting hurt. That's not something I can allow myself to do anymore.
Okay.
Alright, well, we got this, okay? Come on, fist bump, you got this.
I'll make it look like such a big deer.
Yeah, there you go. He's gonna like finger guns as he's going away. And then as he like gets behind the boulder, he's gonna like double check, see where Gloom's at, see where Lavender's at. He's gonna take his flask and take a little. Okay. Oh, and of course this isn't even happening for like another day. This is all just prep work. Yeah.
Okay. And going into the evening, you know, you guys are, I imagine they'll use the sending stones to call after you, and oopsies. I am hang on, this isn't
We're just gonna take other people's judgment for moving Creed. Ooh, one last thing I did forget. Creed's gonna go back up the road like a mile, and then he's gonna cast alarm. That way he can get a heads up if anyone's coming down the way before linking back up with Lavender and all them.
Yeah, gotta do this real quick.
Love ritual casting. I love ritual casting.
There we go. I can turn this back on now. Alright. So, you guys are staying there the entire night? Right?
I think so, but for this time, I think we're just camping out.
Okay.
Because they won't make it there by nightfall.
Alright. So,
Oh,
nightfall...
wait, by the way... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Creed, I have like 1,000 ball bearings for some reason. I don't know if you can use that.
I absolutely can't. Gloom, you glorious little bastard.
I'll give you my...
Yes.
I don't know, it must have been a mistake. I have like 1,000 ball bearings. I don't know why.
I think that's literally rogue starter equipment, because it's literally just pour marbles on the floor and watch them trip. That's literally their purpose.
Well, I'll give you 1,000.
Honestly. Okay, good. You keep the other 1,000. If they try to close distance on you, drop one of those. They won't be able to see it in the dark.
Okay.
Alright, but I think we're going to be good for tonight, according to Char or whoever I was talking to on the Oraki Taki. They're still just reaching the border now. So we still got hopefully another at least half day before they get here.
Sounds good.
Alright. What about you, Lavender? Are you getting ready?
I've been ready. I would always prefer to strike them up close, but unless it comes to that, I'll stick with my great bow.
I think it's good practice with the great bow. I haven't gotten the chance to see you use that in combat. All the time
I'm pretty sure I have plenty of...
One time we went hunting.
Hmm?
The only time I saw
I've
you use
plenty
it
of
was when we
experience
went
with
hunting
those.
that one time. Well, no, yeah, I'm saying with that bow, where you like shot it and it's like a huge bow and it ripped that thing in half. Like it was really over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, this time, hopefully, it will still be overkill.
We'll see. Again, we're trying to catch them alive, but yes. Okay, we got that set. We're going to chill for the night. Obviously, we're going to take shifts. I'll take the... What shifts do you guys want? I'm fine with whatever.
I'll just take the first one. I can stay up the rest of the night anyway. Just need the 4 hours.
Fair enough. All right.
Plus, I love the Feywild. The Fey... This place, it was touched so well. It's beautiful. It's been a while
That's
since
what
I've
I'm
been here.
That does remind me. I am not a fucking cretin, so I'm not going to survive off of rations. I'm going to go hunting. I'll meet you guys back here in, what, 2 hours?
Fair
Yep.
enough. Be careful.
Yeah.
All right. So going back over to the other camp, you guys have all set up camp there, and you know everything seems to be calming down for the night. And Valen kind of saunters up to Korthina. And it's like kind of leans against a rock, kind of smirks at you. Says, "You know, I once saved a duchess from being roasted alive in a collapsing volcano."
Korthina looks at him. Oh, really?
Yeah, true story. The whole
True
caldera
story? Uh-huh.
was coming down. Lava, fire elementals, smoke so thick you could cut it with the dagger, and there she was, tied to an obsidian altar like a sacrificial goat. He raises his brows. Her guards, dead. Mages ran away. Me, I just finished slaying the cultist high priest. The dagger in one hand and dislocated shoulder in the other, mind you. He leans in a little bit. I kicked down the obsidian post, threw her over my shoulder, and sprinted through a collapsing temple with fire raining down from the ceiling. Got her with about 20 seconds to spare. She tried to kiss me halfway through the run, but I told her to wait till we weren't on fire.
Mm-hmm. That's very impressive. She's doing an insight check. but just like playing along.
Okay? Go ahead, dude. Here. Let me get to the
16.
right. Hang on. I gotta actually go to the roll for this here. And what did I give him here?
No.
Okay, so he's got a +2 to this roll. 19. So
Yeah. Okay.
you can't tell if he's lying or not.
Okay. She's still gonna nod along.
Wait,
Oh,
I have a
wow,
19
that's
passive insight.
What?
Do I know if he's lying?
You can tell that he's lying. He's full of shit.
I just messaged that to Korthina.
No,
that is
she didn't wait
Why,
long
I gotta
afterwards
say-
to kiss me though, you know. But what about you, Knight? You ever been rescued by someone with lava at their heels and charm in their step?
well. Normally, I'm the one doing the rescuing,
Well,
so
I
no.
suppose there's a first time for everything then.
I guess so.
So how what'd you say, you and me?
Hold on. She chuckles and just kind of gently waves. Oh man, you're so forward. How cute.
Then Butsu says, "Can it, Valen? We're on a job."
Yes, please wait at least 24 hours before flirting with my guards.
Yeah, okay, whatever, Butsus. Whatever, Boots. Magic mouth. He saunters off and goes away.
So Dodmer is going to summon Cece in her snake form and have her sneak off into the woods. You know, he's just gonna have her sneak off to the woods,
Okay.
and he's going to have Cece go deeper, see if he can, you know, find the others.
I imagine it's yeah. I imagine you do find them just fine.
Ah, fuck, Jesus, snake! Ah. Oh, wait.
Bone snake! Bone snake!
Oh, wait,
So
I
I've
know that.
established before that CC is a one-way communication. just letting you know.
Okay. Hang on, very, very, very important question. Did you find the group, or did you find Creed while he was out hunting?
I'm gonna say Creed.
Cool, you 100% catch him drinking. He comes slithering through the woods. He has a bottle of vodka.
The snake, despite not having any facial features, looks disappointed.
Well, you're
That
fuck
is
you two,
disappointment
okay?
right there.
A lot of stress on my mind.
Oh
You want the
man.
others, right?
How bad is that?
Snake just raises an eyebrow. It is going to then use its body to write on the dirt, when, question mark?
When what?
It's going to stare at him, still disappointingly.
Fine. He's gonna like cork the vodka and tuck it back in his backpack. Okay, so if you want the plan, you need to delay tomorrow just slightly. Get to the East River by nightfall. I know it's only like half a day's journey. Sleep in or twist your ankle or something. I don't know.
The snake is going to shake its head disappointingly, then go up towards his backpack and try to take the vodka from him.
Hey! No. This is a good. Listen, this is good stuff. I paid 6 gold for this.
Snake is still gonna try to take it out.
You bitch! Does Creed have to roll like a strength check?
If you try to fight it, it
Dude,
isn't
dude.
gonna lose. It's a CR 0, so.
My fucking. Oh. Oh no, I get it. Oh, you just also want to drink, eh?
Yes, the skeletal snake wants a drink.
I don't know what the Theodmer's tastes, or if he tastes.
The snake just lets out like a disappointing sigh despite not having lungs. And it's just gonna sneak into your backpack to be a one-way radio.
Oh, now you're just taking resident. Oh. Okay, fine. I'm actually very content with this. Okay.
So Theodmer is going to send a message to Char and Korthina and say, we need an excuse tomorrow morning to make us take half a day longer before we get to where the hell they're at.
What should our excuse be?
I don't know. Twisted ankle.
Oh no, I'll try.
Tomorrow morning though, not now. They'll just say sleep it off.
Mm-mm.
I need my beauty sleep. Korthina just gently like pets her like hair, all weird.
Yeah, for sure. Theodmer is going to say now out loud. All right, let's all get some sleep. We'll take turns. Well, you'll take turns. I'll kind of beauty sleep here.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
If you get tired of watch, you know where I'm at. And he pats his sleeping roll.
I'll keep in mind. It's kind of then she looks at like Char and Theodmer and she's like just like rolls her eyes really hard like oh.
Charge just
Wheezy bastard.
All right.
I can't help it. I'm so pretty.
Well, all of you
I will
get.
say I'm completely bought into the fact he probably did not have anything to do with the village and we're just setting up an ambush to get rid of him, dude.
Right?
That would be really funny.
oh no.
Anyway.
Listen, if he was innocent, God wouldn't put him across our path, okay?
I'm saying.
Who said anything about God?
I did. Just now, actually.
So are we gonna continue till the next day?
Well, we're at a really good stopping point, actually. Because, I mean, in 2 minutes it'll be at the 3-hour mark. So
Yeah.
I can narrate you into the next day up into the point where you guys start into the fight if you want. Or we could stop right here. Up to you.
I'm done.
I'm down for anything.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
going to-
Creed is our bottleneck here, so
Yeah.
I apologize as well. I guess it's the start of combat. I don't.
yeah, it wouldn't be going through combat, but it would make things
I'm going to ask that we hold off till next session, just because, like I said, the tabletop, since I'm on this decade-old little laptop, is running at 1 FPS, and I can't even put where the traps are or anything, so I don't want it to be like positioning matters that much or anything. But if it is literally just like, oh, I rolled my ankle, then give them half a day, sure, yeah, whatever. But
Yeah, I mean, what I could do like is at the start of next week is I could just, you know, go in with you and help you set up the traps like wherever you want them. You know.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm gonna be back home in like 2 more days, so
All right.
I'll be able to do it. Yeah. Well, yeah.
You like I said, you tell me what you want to do. If you want to wait until next week, we can wait until next week. But a lot
Let's
of
just, if it's easier, let's just wait till next week, because it's like we're going to bed now. So how about let's just go to bed, and then next week we'll wake up in the morning.
I like that idea.
I think that works. Yeah, because I gotta get up pretty early tomorrow and all that fun stuff. So.
All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. So I'm going to hit the stop streaming button.